played this game back to front to back. I had all the top ranks on every level for every fucking mission back in the day. I don't remember. I have blocked so much of it out. It is just seething rage from here on in. Oh, revisiting this a decade or no, 2 decades later is not doing it any favors.
I don't think we're going to have a blow tonight, right?
I was just wondering that same thing, actually.
I was pestering him to be in on this, and he said no, and I don't blame him.
I recall that conversation.
He usually does Sonic, so this must be particularly awful.
This must be like if Blau says no to Sonic.
Are you guys unfamiliar?
Oh, I know nothing about anything that's not Sonic like 1 or 2. I know nothing about it.
So I have put a virtual controller in the corner of my screen, and the only thing I want you to pay attention to is that virtual controller and which way I'm fucking flying off the stage, because it does not line up.
I wonder if we can capture that.
No, I haven't. It's there, and like I have superimposed it.
Well, I'm talking about like on Let's Racing Time, but yeah.
No. This is the main event. That controller is the only thing you should care about. I have restrained myself from my initial thing of being like just pasting this with "there is no good Sonic game" scrolling over and over on the screen, and
I mean that's a true statement.
I paid $20 for this game in the year of our Luigi 2023, and all I got was this.
Well, you should have bought it when they had all the Sonic games on sale.
Well, I didn't do that though.
Yeah, but that would be smart, and that would be the smart thing, and it's butt face we're talking about.
Yeah,
true.
I didn't want to own this game, but now here I am.
Because I
own 3 copies of it.
Oh, I have the GameCube copy of it sitting somewhere in the house. I don't have the means to capture from that. I'm not spending time setting that up.
So I'm pretty sure that what we have today is just Buttface and Pokedude.
It is a true race of seeing if Pokedude can lap me.
I mean, I haven't played the game in full in nearly a year, so you might have a chance against me.
Oh, I'm not doing the full thing. I just did the hero story, right?
Like, no, I mean, like I haven't done I haven't reached end credits in nearly a year.
I thought you were literally just saying like I was on Eggman 2 earlier. I thought.
Oh no, I was doing individual levels and the boss rush.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, now.
Like I didn't touch Tails, I didn't touch half of Sonic stages. I definitely didn't touch the Emerald hunts. But...
Now, if you wanna style on me, because you're like, I can get this done in 40 minutes. Feel free to watch all the cutscenes to let these nerds in on what the nonsense is.
I don't know if I'll beat it that fast, but I mean I could have done it faster than your first test play there, but I don't know about your second.
All right, I'm just working up.
I'm gonna show my screen now on my stream. But...
Yeah, what you're going to want to do, Pokedude, is you're going to want to give me a clear. Is this a 16:9 game or a 4:3?
I'm playing on GameCube, so 4:3.
And I'm playing on PC, so 16:9.
Lovely.
You get to see all of the wonderful game.
I mean, does it have aspect ratio options, Buttface?
If I touch things on this PC port, they explode. I'm gonna
unmute on my end. If that's alright, just so my viewers.
Yeah, that doesn't matter, but Pokedude, because the only audio I capture from you guys is, I mean, if we want game audio, because otherwise I'm just gonna play Sonic music in the background.
Yeah.
If people want game audio to come through,
Sonic playlist. You don't need this.
Okay.
All right.
Sonic playlist.
So let me just say something for my viewers real quick. Hey guys, we're just getting set up right now. And we're I've pinned a message. I pinned a link to the main Let's Racing Time stream on my chat here. So click that if you want to see everyone see Buttface's
I think this is the first time that I've done a mixed aspect ratio.
Oh, I was gonna make it difficult for you, Dan. You know me. I never made
I could switch over to the PS3 version if you really want me to, but
Do you have a Let's Racing Time link ready to go there, Bob?
All right, hop down.
We're not even live yet.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Because then that's what I usually pin in my channel is the wonderful Bob message.
All right.
You know what? There's something so incredibly calming. I came in here piss and ginger because I literally just beat Shadow, and I popped on the sound test with Chow Garden, and it's fine. Everything's fine.
Whenever I start up a new file, I like to do this little thing where I unlock the President's Assistant theme in the options menu. I don't know why it's a thing, but...
How do you do that?
You go into the theme settings and just rotate the control stick like in a circle a bunch of times, and then it just pops up.
Okay, hold on. I have never done this, so... Is this in extras, or is this in...
Yeah, so go to options, then the Sonic's face there for the theme. You'll see all the characters' faces. So
and then just rotate.
in there, just rotate the control stick. Ignore what's happening on the rotating menu. Just rotate the control stick a bunch, and it'll pop up.
You know what? I just heard a thing happen.
Yep, and then she should appear there along with the others.
Oh, I don't think I did. Hold on. I didn't. The theme didn't appear. Oh no, there she is. No, I have never seen this.
Yeah, it's a pretty obscure thing.
What I'm going to do is PokeDude is going to get 16:9 black bars.
Ooh.
That's fine.
Let's see. No. Go back in. Go to my help and options. Go back to extras. Give me that sound
Which
test.
music would you like to listen to?
Does the President's Assistant even talk in this game?
He appears in one cutscene.
Does she talk though?
Yes. She talks to the president when
Okay.
he's in the limo, and
Like, I did not recognize that voice actress or know that she speaks to you for the sound test. It was blowing my mind here.
you can also buy themes in the Chow Garden for Amy, Maria, and I think Tikal maybe.
Yeah, that. Trust me, I have been up and down the Chow Garden rabbit hole. There is a corner of the internet, which I will not leak here, where I have a fairly successful recreation of the Chow Garden for the Game Boy Advance.
I usually just use a save editor to hack in a Chow, but with max stats.
Also fun fact, that is where my nomenclature online comes from. Shifter Chaos is the name of a Chow that my good friend Chalice had on their GameCube because they used a Game Genie and they named them Shifter because it was the one that was in the, or I guess Game Shark. And it was the one in the Game Shark slot in their memory card that would always change whenever they were editing things. So they named it Shifter. It was a Chaos Chow. And when I was over at their house and we were fucking around with Game Shark codes, and they deleted my totally legitimate Chow that I had raised for hundreds of hours, they were like, let's edit Shifter instead, and so I got that, and I'm not salty about it to this day.
Let's see, PokeDude, is there any menu you can be on that has like a fully like bright screen or something?
So it's more like Shifter Chowas.
Yeah, let's try.
Oh yeah, it's Shifter Chows.
Chows, yeah.
But it was also a Chaos
Is
Chow.
that better?
Yes, that's good enough.
I mean, if you ever known any
just
Chow, they're
stay on
all
that
kind of
menu for a little
Chaos
bit.
Chows.
Yes.
Chows are, I mean, they can be good dogs, but they're all pretty much, they're all, chaotic neutral to chaotic evil. That's just what Chows be.
Right, you don't know Sonic past when it was still bad, but even worse. Do you know what a Chow is?
No, I only know the dog a Chow, so that's what I was
great!
referencing, yeah.
Well, we're not going to the Chow Garden today, so you don't need to.
I mean,
Let's-
if I have
good.
time, maybe.
I actually, okay, on Chow Garden thing, I know partially what you're talking about.
Do you know Cream, the rabbit?
Yeah.
Her little blue friend is a Chow.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I was about to have to like start spamming images.
No. I know from association somewhat what you're talking about.
It is advanced Tamagotchi for ultra nerds.
See, I hear Chow, I think dog, because my aunt used to raise Chows.
Yeah,
so it's chaos minus the S.
Yep. And those are and all Chows are chaotic neutral to chaotic evil, just telling you that.
Yeah.
So what I've done is, because having the two 16x9s is kind of, I think I've managed to size this appropriately.
Here is your third option, Dan, is just squish me. Just squish me down.
No. I have too much pride for that. You know it.
Buttface is trying to get to a point where you can't actually see his race. That's what he's going for.
Yeah, so just to recap for the viewers on my end, Buttface has been practicing real hard for this race.
I have played twice in the past, like, 8 months.
I have not played since I streamed the game last March, except for some last minute, like, minor speed tech practice yesterday. But
yeah.
Also, spoiler alert: Buttface has this whole own brand that he's terrible at video games, and as soon as he says that, he wins by like 10 minutes.
So I would like to preface this of Pokey Dude. Like, when he's talking about speed tech, he's talking about things that will skip you half of a level. Like, I know the speed tech he's talking about. I wouldn't.
Well, I don't know any super advanced ones like that. I'm talking about things that'll save me a few seconds, maybe a minute or two.
I'm thinking crazy gadget. Are you going to do a crazy gadget skip?
I know a minor crazy gadget skip. I don't know the big one.
You're not going to do the big one. Okay, well.
Yeah.
Do you know the final rush skip?
I know a small final rush skip. I don't know. I don't know any major skips.
I have seen a final rush skip where you just fall to the end of the level.
Yeah, I saw the world record run not too long ago just to get some notes, but I can't replicate most of it.
So there you go. There's the level of preparedness between Pokedude and I.
Neither of us know the emerald locations by heart, right?
There's the level of preparedness between Pokedude and I of actually learning speed tech versus I sat down for 2 casual plays.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
we're ready to go live.
All right.
Let me know when I got a. Let's see. That's gonna be in announcements. It's gonna be in announcements as usually. Yeah. There's all the wonderful bot messages. Every time I lose
very loud, by the way. I had to turn my the capture card's audio on OBS down to like -40 almost.
Nah, man, you want your ears blasted off with that butt rock. Would you say you had to turn it down to negative crush 40?
Sure.
I don't know, I'm just wondering if Buttface will be more mad tonight than he was last night.
I was not even particularly mad last night. I had to listen to how mad I was 2 weeks ago, and I was sitting there like, oh god.
Were you playing this last night or something and I missed it? Because I had pool, so...
No, we were doing, we were Alapaloozaing last night.
You got mad at Alapalooza?
He got mad at the potpourri that we had.
That was 2 weeks ago.
I know, you were pretty salty about Hot Rocks Polka, dude.
That's not a potpourri. That's main stuff. And again,
I think Angry White Boy Polka is still my favorite from Bad Hair Day.
S tier.
Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage.
There's a run of polkas that are S tier polkas, and Hot Rocks is not it. It's not it. I'm looking at chat right now. You're not even in the main Let's Racing Time chat, which I really should pull up because I'm the worst streamer.
I am. I'm actually I dual stream Twitch and YouTube, so I've got 3 chats open.
Jesus.
Wow.
Look at this tryhard over here.
Yeah, I'm only out in here commentating and only have one going, though Error's actually on the other one.
I've got not a girl face already just being like, man, calling it Tamagotchi for ultra nerds. That's harsh.
So how's our favorite Canadian doing?
Ugh, that both of us are just getting kicked left, right, and center here. I don't know. Depression.
It happens.
The fuck you, it's January depression is strong.
Oh yeah. No, I do winter seasonal something terrible because it's just horrible in Alabama. Like winter here is just the worst because there's not any of the good winter where you have like pretty stuff. It's just nasty. It's rained, I think, for 30 days straight at this point.
Well, I also do the graveyard, so I never see the sun anymore.
Yeah.
I need what I need to do is get me one of them sad lights.
Right.
All right.
All right, so ready to go?
Well, we
have
at
least...
we have like intros that we do here at the Let's Race.
Oh yeah,
time.
yeah.
And again,
Yep.
I'm not crushed for time tonight. So
It may be dark when I get to work, but at least it's daylight when I get off work most of the time.
we usually give it a couple of minutes to let the people filter in.
That's fine.
No, we've got an Enigmat.
Oh,
No, Buttface. Look, its own brand for Girlface. Its own brand for Buttface to ignore his chats. I mean, that's just what he does.
I care about other people's chats. I'm a good guest. I'm a terrible host.
True. Now he does occasionally respond if I chat in there, so maybe he just likes me a little bit. I don't know.
40
but
minutes
he will
later.
40 minutes later, but you will respond. I don't know what to make of that privilege, but there you go. Hero Dark. That's. Are we going to explain this before we start, by the way, what the difference between there is?
Two totally different campaigns.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're 2 different sets of levels.
Gotcha.
With
So
two
people
different
will
sets.
have to decide what we're actually going to do.
Oh, we're doing Hero.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pokedude and I have been discussing this for
Okay,
a
you'll
while
have
now.
to clue us in on the intricacies.
We will press start when we hit start on Hero Story, basically.
Okay. So thank you for letting me know what constitutes the start of time.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
So you do the intro, Dan, and we'll move her from there.
Okay. Hey everybody, and welcome to Wednesday night Let's Racing Time. You know what we haven't done in a long time? We haven't done any Sanic. That's right. We've got the blue streak tonight because we've got somebody who hasn't raced, I think, ever? Question mark with us?
That's correct.
So that will be we've got a new experience for everybody tonight.
Hey
So
there.
I am wait your turn. I am your host, Kafka Floyd. This stream is brought to you by the delishingly refreshes taste of Worcester's own Polar Seltzer. We've got key lime grapefruit tonight, as always. I mean, it's February. I think we maybe only have 3-4 weeks tops of the winter flavors left. So I'm going to enjoy them while we got them. In addition to my key lime grapefruit tonight, I have what is left of my brother's bourbon Irish cream. We're putting that down for the night. And Bob and I discussed it on Saturday that I thought a real good idea for this cream would be to put like a little bit of pepper into it, because I was munching on these very delicious pepper flavored almonds, and I had a swig of it after munching on the almonds, and it mixed with the pepper, and I'm like, ooh, that's good. It's like having, pepper chocolate, which I am an absolute fan of. And you know what? He agreed, and he thought that will be a good idea. So maybe I'll be able to give a taste test on that soon. All right, and joining me in the host's chair tonight, he's the man that Molly Hatches says shouldn't watch this game too long. He's the whiskey man, Mr. Bob the Elder.
Thank you, Dan. I am indeed your favorite whiskey drinking Southern friend, Bob the Elder, the one with the charming accent. I got Chunksy the dog here in her normal spot. Got my unsweet tea as the palate cleanser. And I was feeling froggy, wanted to open something different. And I saw this bottle sitting here that I think I bought in Georgia like 3 years ago and have yet to ever open it. So, you know what? We're going to do it tonight. This is Belle Meade Reserve Cask Strength Bourbon. It's 108.3 proof. This is out of just outside Nashville, Tennessee. This is MGP out of Indiana, sourced from them, but I'm told that they've started making their own. But I don't know if they've actually got it distributed yet. But I've had the regular Belle Meade and quite love it. And I've heard good things about the cask strength, so let's see what it tastes like. There you go. That was a good pop. All right, I haven't tried a new one in a while, so let's see how this goes. Right around the sweet spot for bourbon, so proof-wise. Sweet nose. No real ethanol on it at all. Like, very smooth. A little bit of a kick. Launcher. Oh, that's good. That's like 3 different key flavors in it. Like, it goes from sweet to spicy to sweet, and then kind of finishes with spicy on the tongue with a little bit of a almost a vanilla and a kind of Buffalo Trace like medicinal effect. So that's excellent. So glad I opened that one. Well, anyway, back to you, Dan.
All right, on the left-hand side of the screen, he's going to stream like no one else, like no one has before. He's everybody's favorite Pokey Dude, Pokey Dude.
Hey there, I'm Pokey Dude. It's my first time participating in Let's Racing Time. It will also be my first time winning.
Oh!
Wow, throwing the bombs already.
Well, he's talking shit already. I mean, he gets the gist of how we do this.
Yep,
So,
got the vibe.
Yep.
What are you drinking tonight, Pokey Dude? If you
No,
have
I
anything?
don't actually have anything. I should probably get at least a cup of water or something.
Well, hey, there's nothing wrong with H2O, as endorsed by Bobby Boucher himself.
Actually, I'm going to be right back. Just
I
a second.
disagree.
You have perfect timing because I can introduce the
Gatorade's
guy on
better.
the right. Nope, water's better.
Gatorade.
Nope, water.
Gatorade.
Water.
What? It really sucks. Water sucks.
You don't mean that, Bob. And on the right-hand side, our indeterminately favorite Canadian, he's nada butt face.
Hello, everyone. It is me, not a butt face. I will be losing this race, as is tradition on Let's Racing Time. Tonight, I'm not drinking anything, because there's not enough substances in the world that'll wash out the taste of Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh no.
Oh boy, I love this game! Or I used to. And I got the Sonic Brainworms, guys. I'm sorry that Blau is missing out on it. I hope to see you in the VODs on here. Because deep down in my heart, playing this game, I have a stupid smile on my face. But
I'm
it also
surprised-
turns to ash in my hands.
I'm surprised Blau isn't around just to heckle you.
I know. I would have thought he'd at least hop in chat on it. You know, like, hang out.
Might
Perhaps
be.
it's still too triggering
Girlface
for him.
knows what up. She's Team Gatorade. So
Hey
there you
man,
go, Dan.
Gatorade,
Suck
it's
it.
got electrolytes.
Oh.
That's what the plants crave.
Oh, you people, one of these days, you will not have water, and you will know true despair.
Look, Dan, I live in a place that has like some of the top tap water in the world. I'm with you on Team Water. But that said, I also do like to put the little juice squirties in it. Like they got, I don't know if you guys have it down there, Mio. Oh,
Mio,
is
yeah, everybody's got
Yeah,
Mio.
we have various.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Blau does. That's how he makes Blau Major specials. He mixes
Yeah.
that stuff into seltzer.
Do we have a Pokedude back?
Yep, I'm here.
Then
All
shall we explain that we are racing Hero Story? We're not doing a full playthrough of this.
Yeah.
And time will start when we hit confirm on Hero. So if Dan would like to count us down.
Okay, I can do that. Everybody's got their controllers ready. What'll happen is I will count down 3, 2, 1, go. And go is when I will start the timer and when you hit your confirms.
Okay.
Counting down in 3, 2, 1, go.
Now I'm gonna be. I'm mashing the start button to skip every cutscene I can.
I'm assuming your implication is that a full playthrough would be both hero and dark modes.
Isn't it like 30
Sonic and
levels as
Shadow
opposed to 17?
I'm not sure the exact count, but actually, so not only do we do would a full playthrough be hero and dark, but after doing both of them unlocks the last story, which is another long level where you play as every character.
Oh, wow. I want to say you can beat last story in like what, 10 minutes, pretty easily.
All we're doing
last
playthrough,
story
like
is that there's
20.
a time freeze mechanic, and like official speedruns count the time freeze. So
I mean, all we're doing right.
1080p.
I mean, all we're doing right now is playing downhill from Skater Die across with Crazy Taxi. So,
I'm off to a bad start here.
Oh, you too, eh?
Oh yes.
Budface keeps running into shit. So
you want to know the first time I've played this game was in McDonald's. They used to have the little like GameCube setups. At our local
you went to
McDonald's.
you went to fancy McDonald's then. Ours was just lucky if we had a play place.
Oh, ours didn't have a play place. That was the thing. It was they could set up.
Well, it's like depending on the franchisee, like you could get a place like back in our day, that had like a Play Choice 10 or something.
Oh yeah, Pokey Dude's a young too, isn't he?
Pokey Dude is not a young. I think Pokey Dude has got a good couple of years on me.
I'm 30.
Yeah.
That's a young.
Than us.
That's a young.
Yeah.
He's got a decade. We've got a decade on him, so.
My 40th birthday is in 2 months, so.
Yeah, mine's in August, so yeah, he's a young.
For
Let's Racing Time, because Raz is the same age as me and Dan too. So.
Yeah. I don't have. I keep seeing lines of rings and trying to dash through them, and it's not working.
Yeah, we don't have that yet.
I know.
It's funny watching that controller overlay for Buttface.
Yeah, you like seeing how it's actually interpreting what I'm holding forward on?
Yes.
Oh, I gotta be looking at that. Like,
that's fascinating.
Yeah, it's real fascinating is one way to put it. It's gonna be a loud stream tonight, guys. Sorry.
I don't know if it could be as loud as you were the other night during Alapalooza.
Jesus.
What were you mad about? I'm still lost on this.
So we were doing UHF last night, Bob?
Yes. Yeah, UHF.
So we got
it all on UHF.
We streamed UHF on Friday on Ricky's server. So we actually streamed the movie and did a riff tracks for it.
Yeah.
And then yesterday we recorded our album thoughts. And boy, UHF, woof.
See, I had UHF on I have the TV album, which is just random.
Yeah, that's what we reviewed. We reviewed the TV album.
No, the TV album.
No, I love the TV album. That's one of my favorite albums.
Separate.
It starts
with Frank's 2000-inch TV. Has Money for Nothing.
Yeah. Sorry,
one of the best.
Misunderstood.
Girlface, have you been listening to the previews of the edited Alapaloozas at least, or have you been?
I've not sent them the previews. I have sent exactly 2 people 2 previews, and one of them was not a Girlface. The first one.
Is this Budface Rage recorded anywhere?
Yeah, I mean you'll hear it when it comes out. I mean if the problem is we've been doing our recordings on Tuesdays. You're busy on Tuesdays.
I know. Okay, next Tuesday I do not have pool, so I will hop
next
in
Tuesday,
as
in this coming Tuesday.
Yes, this coming Tuesday.
Okay, so we're doing Off the Deep End this Tuesday.
I don't think I know that one. So,
that's the one with Smells Like Nirvana on it.
Okay, that's the one that's one of them I'm least familiar with.
But then the week after that, we're going to get to Alapalooza, and it's going to fucking rule. Like, you guys will have to stop me from gushing about Jurassic Park for like 10 minutes.
See, mine are my favorite. I like.
You piece of shit!
I like Running with Scissors and Bad Hair Days. My favorite.
We haven't even gotten to those yet. We will though.
Straight Outta Linwood is one of my favorites too. Albuquerque. So this is a boss.
Well, yeah. Look at this great friggin' camera work.
Like Mario 64 camera work.
I would really appreciate. Also,
Budface is some weird fucked up gravity stage. So, I mean, Pokedude. Sorry.
no. Oh God, he's already on to.
Yeah, he's playing Knuckles.
Yeah. Can you please skip this cutscene faster?
So the Canuck is the one not playing Knuckles.
No, now I'm playing
that's
Knuckles.
weird, yeah.
Now I'm in Wild Canyon. We're there.
Though the canon is that Budface is a bad Canadian, so whatever that
It's like,
means.
Girlface, though, if you're around when that's going on, you should absolutely join the server and hear the other side of the conversation.
Where is it?
Fuck, where is this? Where's this fucking thing? Ah!
Fucking thing.
Ah! Well,
He's the
I'm
one you
dead.
hired
I'm
to
already
kill the
dead. I
fucking
already died as
boogeyman.
Knuckles. It's fine.
All right, well, I'm done with Wild Canyon.
Wow, that was
The
quick.
double container. Yeah, because these are treasure hunt stages, so
Yeah,
it's like
these stages have the emeralds are in random locations every time, so
Oh. So
Ah,
you
so
know
you
where
have
they
some RNG
are.
to deal
Yeah.
like, if you the game gives you hints that tell you where they are. If speedrunners will memorize all those hints so they know exactly where to go, but
Right.
you know
haven't
what?
done
You know what
that.
hint I just got? A high place. Like
Yeah.
fucking thanks, bud.
So the first hint is vague, the second one's a little more direct, and the third one tells you exactly where it is. But getting to the hint TVs can take a little time, so
Fuck is a high place. There you are, motherfucker. Oh, and you also can just find
this
them
boss
randomly.
here
later.
against Eggman, you just spam fire button and you win.
The bottom of I come to John, you're around here somewhere. Well, nope.
Alright. Now in the Tails levels, he pilots a mech instead of running like you'd
Dark
expect.
place.
Because I mean, you can't just do the Tails hover thing. He has to
Yeah.
be in a Gundam.
Yep.
Well, because Tails sucks normally.
I like the Tails.
I mean, he's cool in Sonic Adventure 1. Like he's got that tail spin attack, and
I had whatever Tails Adventure on Game Gear. I actually loved that game. It's
oh, yeah, I
the
remember
Sonic
playing
game I
the
actually
that on
loved.
Sonic Mega Collection. That
The
was
arrow
interesting.
pointing.
Yeah, I
to
really
the
loved
right.
it. Well, it was the kind of the odd Metroidvania-esque thing where you got new, abilities and you went back to other. I loved it back
A
then.
fucking dark place.
I mean, this was like 1994, so take that with a grain of salt.
okay,
You know,
you're-
Buffett, I'm gonna be honest. I don't use the hint TV. They just fly around the stage until the thing starts pinging.
right. I still need the hint TVs to be able
So
to.
do you have like a Dragon Ball radar for the Chaos?
Yeah, that's my
Emerald?
little blinky green thing at the bottom.
All right, here's a little
Yeah.
speed tech right here. I jumped over that rail so that when this gets to the top, I can just get right out instead of waiting for it to go back down. Saves a second.
Cool.
But, yeah.
Ah, yeah, nice touch.
Arrow pointing to the.
Of course, we have the obligatory. So jumping all over the rail saves you a little bit of time, right?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Speaking of Sonic, Sonic Boom just came on Netflix this week.
Ooh.
So I can
I,
catch up on that.
Yeah, I never got to
Fucking
watch all of
Christ,
that.
Just
What
grab
is
the
Sonic?
They
ball
always
knuckle.
aired it at a weird time. Like,
there. What is Sonic Boom other than Guile's main attack?
It was their new attempt at a separate continuity franchise that they were doing. It's the one where people gave him crap because they dared to color Sonic's arms slightly differently.
the character designs in general were kind of weird. Like Knuckles is like.
I
really
like
cool.
Himbo Knuckles.
I have
Himbo
seen-
Knuckles rules.
I have
Yeah,
seen
so the
clips
thing
of
is,
that.
so that was
and Himbo
that was
Knuckles
a
are great.
game that came out, and then they also made a cartoon for it.
Correct.
The game is bad. The
It
cartoon
has-
is good.
Yeah, the game is bad. The cartoon is good. Like, the cartoon is one of my absolute favorite jokes where I can't explain it. They used to have a clip of it on YouTube, but I'm sure it got taken down. The short of it is it involves live action and somebody dressed up in a Sonic costume.
Right,
I
but they
didn't see
did that
that,
joke
but-
better in Chowder.
I mean,
But nobody watched Chowder, so
I
nobody...
watched Chowder.
I know you watched Chowder, Dan, but you're also Dan, so like,
Yes. But yeah, we need more Himbo Knuckles in our life.
yeah. I mean, personally, we just need more himbos in life, but you know,
I
I'm
mean,
not doing any
DuckTales
favors.
2017, it's got Storkules. I mean, Storkules. He is like Himbo Prime in that show. Like, I mean, I don't care about I'm not like attracted to Himbos, but I understand why people are.
Speak for
And
yourself,
I just
Dan.
think it's well, no, that's what I'm saying. I understand why people are, and honestly, people have been doing really good work with that character archetype lately. So, bring on more himbos, I say.
My favorite,
In
my
terms of-
personal favorite himbo representation in media
Metal Harper,
is...
favorite level.
God damn it, Pokedude! My favorite himbo representation in media is still from the all-female Ghostbusters with Kevin.
Kevin, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's because Helmsworth he's born to play.
He's good
so
at him. I mean, that Feig decided that an entire not having a script was a good idea, and it just so happens that Hemsworth's actually pretty good at improv.
Oh, Chris Hemsworth is a hilarious comedic actor.
Yeah, he is. He's very good.
See him also in Cabin in the Woods. He's doing some great work.
Oh, he's
there.
so good in Cabin in the Woods. That's I maintain that I do not like the ending to it, but other than that, I love that movie. It's such a great send up of the Harvey show.
My ending theory for that movie is that they do have an unfilmed version of it. Like, there's a different script ending to that movie. Because
it would be better.
It is
would be
confirmed that the final girl is not, in fact, a virgin, which is what is required for the sacrifice. So, the entire movie, she is acting like the fool. And the guy who's actually the fool should be revealed at the end to be like, no, I'm a virgin, and then kills her and gets to survive and avert the apocalypse.
I mean, that would make a lot more sense. But the way it is the guy just ended up being like the most selfish dick on the planet. He's like, I can sacrifice myself, or you know what? I'm just going to let the entire human race die
Which
because
is
I'm a
entirely
dickhead.
out of character for how you've been set up. Whereas
Exactly.
the other
I'm
Screwed
like,
up some speed tech on Metal Harbor, but
yeah, exactly. That's
don't worry,
why I
you
was
can
kind of,
screw
whoa,
up
that
as
was cool.
much speed tech as you need to, bud. You keep that speed tech in.
Yeah, there, bud. How Canadian of you, bud?
by the way, did you know that you can finish this game without getting the light shoes? I'm not going to do that because it's
Yes. That kind of makes things. Well, do you really need the light shoes anywhere else?
Crazy Gadget is very difficult.
I mean,
without
he
the light
would
shoes,
be
yeah.
he would be
Wow.
your face. Is
Crazy
that really
Gadget.
why he likes Cabin in the Woods so much? He just likes Hemsworth as the himbo? Is that it? That's all
No,
this discussion. That's really all it is.
I just like Cabin in the Woods. I think it's a really smart script.
It is a really good movie.
Also, the collapsible travel bong is
Yeah.
an amazing.
I mean, it does a cool job because you want to know what all those other ghosts are. You know, like all the other possible haunts. It's kind of like, did you ever play Betrayal on House on the Hill?
No.
Oh god, that's such a cool game. It's
Oh, I need to. Like, it's on the list.
oh
of
god, I
getting
love it.
together
It's
with...
one of my favorite games. But every haunt is the haunt that ends up coming up and changes the game. Everyone is different and has different rules. So it's really cool. There's like something like 46 of them. But I mean, the movie made you want to know what those other other haunts were.
I didn't get to go to the one-up because I wasn't holding the direct, exact angle I needed to. That's fine.
I'm about to make Shadow eat his words, so.
Yeah.
Say the
Not even
line.
good enough to be my fake. Shadow just seems like 90s angst Sonic is all he is. Like angsty 90s Sonic.
Gotta be honest, I don't know a clean way to do this fight, but I only have a rough idea how it works.
Oh, are you gonna say hi to Big in the ground there?
I'm playing the GameCube version. He's not there.
Oh, that's sad. I waved to him on City Escape, so.
Yeah, the GameCube version removed all references to Big. Oh, god damn it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why they did that. I guess because Nintendo players wouldn't know who Big is since they hadn't released Sonic Adventure 1 yet.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have you fight Rouge 2 times. They only have you fight her the once, right?
Yep.
Thank goodness, because all of those character fights are just a complete crapshoot to me.
Yeah. Well, the first Tails one, or the first.
Oh yeah,
first
Eggman
Mech
1
is
is
easy,
nothing.
but- Yeah.
Why is the level you're in but face just the big shell? They decided they wanted a Metal Gear level in Sonic.
You know, reasons. I hope you're going to enjoy the rocket launch in a minute. Well, I'm on the rocket launch, and
now the story is that Shadow was causing problems, and then the army misidentified Sonic as him, and then they captured Sonic and arrested him, and then Amy broke him out.
Everyone in the Sonic universe is colorblind.
Well, it was nighttime. It was dark. They couldn't.
Yeah, all of a sudden with the rocket launch, we went into Saints Row 4, and the only thing we're missing is it playing I Don't Want to Miss a Thing as you're climbing up the rocket.
God, Saints Row 4 is such a good game. I just replayed it.
I wish I could play it.
Yeah, me too.
I have it on Steam, but the fucking controller won't work with it, and I cannot play that on mouse and keyboard.
Have you tried putting it into big picture mode?
Yeah, the big picture mode has an option to make your whatever controller you're using think it's an Xbox controller.
Is it? Because it will not recognize the PS4 as
every
an Xbox
time I have controller issues, I just swap things over to big. I'll try that
because I want to play it so bad. Like I played a little bit of it with what I've been able to get it to work, but I can't control it well enough. So I've had it forever.
Nope. Anytime I have controller issues, big picture mode is the
big
answer.
Picture mode. Okay, I'll try that. Next time I play it.
It's not. You don't just switch to big picture mode. Like you go into the settings and then there's like a controller compatibility option.
And
then
can you fucking get over here, you piece of shit hedgehog?
I'll play around. That makes sense. I'll play around with it next time I try to do it.
Buttface, would you say you hate that hedgehog?
Oh, this fucking hedgehog. It's not even a hedgehog, it's an
alien.
alien.
I should point out, like, it'll make your computer think that your PS4 controller is an Xbox controller for everything, so you gotta turn it off again if you want to use something that's compatible with PS4 controller.
Oh, it already does. Every game I play, it thinks it's an Xbox controller. I just get used to it telling me that L1 is left bumper. Like, it thinks every game I play, like I use the PS4 one, but it thinks every game I play, it tells it to Xbox, so I just make myself learn the difference.
So, do we want to get into the fact that the lore for Shadow is he's the illegitimate offspring of Satan and an alien?
Okay.
Sure, why not?
Sonic didn't need to be more fucked up, but we just did it.
That's really bad. I just lost the time.
Pokey, did you ever end up doing a full Shadow the Hedgehog playthrough of every route?
No, I did. I fought each boss once, and then I went into my completed save file and did the true ending.
Okay, you know what? Fair enough. I wouldn't expect anything more. Like
I want to do a full playthrough, but that game is not good.
Look, man,
if you just clean the levels, it's fine, but the alternate objectives are awful.
There is way too much content in that game, and I'm saying that to someone who streams Fate.
This is some insanely precise platforming to be a 3D Sonic game.
I don't have any
bad looks. The homing attack is pretty aggressive.
Okay, because it looks really bad. I'm just telling you, it looks like you kind of. You could have just said that no, this is extremely hard, and what I'm doing is really impressive, and nobody would have known the difference. So.
Hey, Bob, what I'm doing is incredibly hard, and this is very impressive that I have not managed to fly off, alright?
I believe you.
I mean, you guys are both on the same level, so I mean, that's something.
Yeah, I can't tell if Buttface has actually caught up. I think he kind of has a little bit. I think he's made some good progress.
He's made up some time, but Pokey did just beat the level.
Yeah.
So Buttface is not too far behind him.
I am going to finish the game within 3 hours.
Hey, baby.
Emerald hunting stages are the equalizer because they're random.
Yeah,
right.
But don't go off the edge of the fucking
you said far behind, so you got me singing Candlebox. There you go, Dan. That was your fault.
Oh yeah, but about Shadow the Hedgehog. So if you want to do like a truly 100% playthrough of that game, you literally have to beat it over 300 times. Because every possible route through the game is a separate ending that gets logged. Like,
oh my god!
And yeah, there's how many different
you just
stages
have to beat it 10 times to get to the true ending.
That all have like a good, neutral, bad, and so it's just this branching tree of nonsense.
Yeah.
What is in the glass jar that you didn't hit right there?
Probably rings or whatever. Those are the TVs of this game, for what it's worth.
Okay, gotcha. Those are the TVs. Okay, fair enough.
Even though in the Knuckles stages there are TVs, those are different. Those are the hint TVs.
So we're in some kind of fucked up Halloween town. Nightmare Before Christmas.
Dan, you're gonna need to put on Pumpkin Hill if we're in Pumpkin Hill.
Yeah.
I don't care what Sonic music you play, but Pumpkin Hill is on the list.
King of the Pumpkin Hill?
Fuck! God damn it! I didn't press anything and I just flew off the stage.
Oh, your delay is so hilarious because you're still not off the stage.
Watch my controller input and watch where I just run off.
Oh, your input though showed you going dead sideways. Like your stick moved dead sideways.
Hints in Pumpkin Hill are not helpful.
I mean, I don't know if you actually hit it or not, but the control stick went dead to the right when you went off to the right. Do it, Dan. Whoa.
Whoa. No, wait, if you want Hank, you want whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, we saw it. I mean, it's official. King of the Hill's coming back.
I know, they just got to listen to ours. As long as Mike Judge is involved with it, I'm
yeah, he is. Him and Greg Daniels are both involved.
Yeah, as long as they're doing it, it'll be good. I have faith.
So you're saying
I wonder if they're going to do time skip or not. I hope
they
do.
You're saying
the original talk, I think, is that they were, like, when they were first kind of floating it, but...
You're saying that the hints in Pumpkin Hill are bad. At least it's not Rouge's Emerald stage where they just straight up lie to you.
Oh, that was an Mad Space, yeah.
Yeah, it's the Mario Galaxy one.
Sure feels haunted.
Yeah, so at that level, the hints they're either they're either written backwards or they tell you the exact opposite of where they are.
Up, ooh, my guy.
Yeah, that stage has some gravity mechanics that do not age well.
Tombstone Garden.
Most don't.
Can you... Near Church Mountain. Is that Church Mountain or is that Church Mountain? Because I can't.
Church Mountain is the one with the church.
What is Knuckles' particular skill? I guess he glides or something.
Yep. He can glide, and he can also, after this level, he can also dig.
So I could get an echidna digging, but like, why would an echidna be able to glide?
I don't know. He's been able to do that since Sonic 3.
Supersonic speed.
I mean, they curl up into a ball at least. I mean,
and tails can also fly, and
he has two tails, and it's like a propeller thing. I mean,
well, how do the tails spin? Would they get tangled up?
I don't know. I mean, counter rotate. I mean, the counter. I mean, to be honest with you, the counter rotation's not there, so technically he should just go in circles if he's trying to use his tail to fly. I mean, maybe one tail provides the counter rotor for the helicopter.
A rank.
Jesus, I can't see shit. I also can't find this.
Hey, Knuckles has been gliding since Sonic 3, so
yeah. My Sonic lore is non-existent, so.
Is it on the fucking train?
Though I do maintain when we're talking about cartoons,
damn it.
I actually liked both of them, but the more serious of the USA cartoons was quite good. I absolutely loved it.
Well, here's the thing. It's like appreciation for adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog has come back around as years have gone by.
The funny one was okay, too.
Yeah, because I think people have kind of come around on the cartooniness of it.
How do you feel about Sonic Underground?
Less said about it, the better.
I will maintain, though, I did enjoy the Sonic one, but I thought it was the inferior one because I liked the Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and Wing Commander one better than I did the Sonic.
Oh, Street Fighter.
So
I love the Street Fighter one. It's not as good as the Street Fighter 2 animated movie. That's god tier, but
I think with all the stuff they've been doing lately with Street Fighter, I think they could pull off another series these days. And
I think
probably
they could.
Be pretty good.
I loved it. I mean, I'm a Ken fan, and Ken was the chosen one, not Ryu in the cartoon. So of course I'm going to be copacetic with it.
Pumpkin.
They had that was my first introduction to
I ever saw at the Street Fighter cartoon.
I enjoyed
the
it.
reason I even saw the Sonic ones is because of reruns, but
the Mortal Kombat one was actually pretty good. Jax had his metal arms, and it was. USA was pretty good back in the day. It had a lot of competitive cartoons. I'm just saying. I mean, He-Man was on USA
taking, like,
in the 80s.
syndication packages.
Yeah. All of my He-Man watching was on USA.
God, I would love to be able to have a fucking camera.
Now TNT held their own too, like Real Adventures of Johnny Quest. That was an S tier.
And I just had Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network growing up, so.
See, Nickelodeon, well, yeah, but your Nickelodeon will be a lot different than mine and Dan's Nickelodeon.
I mean, Rugrats ran for a really long time.
It
so.
did, yeah. The original Nicktoons were Doug and Rugrats, and then they added Ren and Stimpy and then Rocko's Modern Life.
I had Teletoon,
which I still love Rocko's
the
Modern
Canadian
Life.
channel.
So I predate Toonami because, like, my DBZ watching, new episodes came out before they did the original Toonami.
I think
lineup.
DBZ ended before I actually got Cartoon Network, but
yeah. Well, so they started with the Saiyan saga, and they aired new episodes at 9 o'clock. There was a 9 and a 10, a 9 and a 9:30, and that's before Adult Swim. And then they started at the original Toonami lineup,
Pumpkin
and it
Hill
would be
only
at
took
4, but you would still get the new episodes at 9. And then Adult Swim was the best fucking thing ever because you had that's how I got introduced to Cowboy Bebop, Yu Hakusho, Gundam Wing.
I didn't watch those until much later.
Oh God, I love those. Those are Outlaw Star was the next one, and those are probably my 4 favorite altogether animes.
God,
You put
Mission
those
Street
together.
is a piece of shit.
It's better than Hidden Base, but
Yeah.
They're all pieces of shit.
Though I admit Yu Yu
Hakusho
Hakusho goes downhill. Yu Yu Hakusho goes downhill after the Dark Tournament. The Dark Tournament's ST God tier, and then everything after that's kind of meh.
I still have a soft spot for Inuyasha.
I love Inuyasha, dude.
What I have not seen.
I love Inuyasha. I've still got the 3 first Inuyasha movies on DVD.
The thing about Inuyasha is that you have to be down with the fact that whatever ongoing plot they have is secondary to the fact that it's just a weekly adventure show.
Oh, it is.
You have to be okay with that.
But it had good characters. It had good voice acting. I loved Richard Cox and Monica Story.
Whatever her name was that played
Kagome?
Sango.
Oh, I don't know who did Sango. Monica Story is Kagome.
But I met her once at a convention that I was vending at. We were at like some VIP party or whatever. So I mean, I just had an opportunity to talk to her for like 5 minutes.
I met I can't remember her name to save my life. But me and my cousin met the person that does like Winry, in Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh,
she was super sweet. Like she was really cool. She was super sweet. I met now I did meet and I've got an autograph from him. His first name Damien Clark. Does sell younger Toguro. Handsome Jack and
So, but I will say I have practiced Mission Street a lot when I was a couple years ago because the level is annoying if you don't know about all the little bits.
Yeah, he is not having a good time on this level.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
I cannot remember. So one of the Girlface, one of the outros, and I can't. It's Dearest. That's what it is. It's Ayumi Hamazaki. Dearest is still one of my favorite songs that I don't know the language
fucking
to.
Whatever. Just splat me because I can't fucking avoid it.
I love
that
outro, and the one where Kagome's on like the Ferris wheel. God, I love that one. That's such a good song.
My favorite bit in Inuyasha will always be whenever Shippo had to do like his crayon drawings, because I love stuff that's just drawn well in crayons.
Oh yeah, it's always funny. Moroku was always cool. Sesshomaru was a badass.
If you like well-drawn crayon things, Dan, have you looked at anything by Krug Smash? The Dwarf Fortress YouTube channel?
Oh no. Wow.
He does beautifully illustrated Dwarf Fortress playthroughs that are all done in this crayon style. And it is
how do you spell that?
KRUGSMASH, I believe.
Just link it in chat after the stream, and I'll take a look at it.
Krug Smash. Oh, that's cool looking.
Was that on the other side of the wall, maybe?
Yeah, I was kind of depressed because of one of my professors in art school did a lot of this really cool crayon work. And it turns out that, I mean, he was an old guy 20 years ago when I was in college, and I found out that he passed away maybe like a year or two ago. And I mean, he had a good run. I think he was like 85 when he died. So.
Oh
you know,
yeah.
He had
I
a
put
good
it
run.
in I put it in memes, Dan.
But like
Yeah,
I was like, you know, some stupid, you know, 19, 20-year-old kid, and
No,
seeing
I
what he
can
could do
see
with
the
crayons,
fucking goal. You
It was
piece
just
of
unreal.
it blew my mind.
I've got a one of my
Oh,
one
butt
of my
face.
one of my I've got extended family. You know, like he's like a brother to me, whatever. But he's an artist and is the most talented artist I've ever personally known. What I've watched Donald do with, I mean, he decided he wanted to do origami with dollar bills at one point, and just made the most insanely precise things with dollar bills you've ever seen. He got into fruit carving at one point and made these like he made like Albert Dürer level carvings out of fruit.
out of here.
You know, like it's just the dude is unreal what he can do. I mean, he's a big pre-Raphaelite guy, so you know the ultra realism, and it's just it's insane to see people that are that talented.
Yeah, the plane decided not to bomb me that time, so I guess I made it to the end. Whoopee! Sonic Adventure 2.
Why is
That was
Tails?
Sonic Mine, by the way.
Why is Tails always in the Gundam? Is it just they decided that Tails sucked, so he has to be in a Gundam the
They
whole
needed
time?
something more unique than Sonic.
Hovering?
Well, no, they needed a counterpart to Eggman for that. When you play in the
Yeah.
Dark
that too.
Story, you play as Eggman in a Gundam.
All right,
Which
here's
makes
the
sense.
racing level.
Are we also
Jesus
just
Christ!
are we also just forgetting the fact that are they just assuming that everybody loves Gundams? Because I mean Gundams.
Okay, so here's some speed tech they don't fully understand, but apparently if you go into drift mode like this, you can maintain your speed better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So S tier Gundams, Epion, and Endless Waltz Wing Zero.
But, okay, so normally you can't really turn that tightly during these segments. You just kind of go in a straight away, but if you let go of the gas and then turn and then hit it again, you'll go into a drift, and then you can maintain that drift for better turning. And I think it also like increases your speed cap.
Arrow path.
Oh, I also have an insane, all-abiding and consuming love for G Gundam, despite the fact that it's supposed to be kind of a silly sin.
D Gundam is
Like
great.
Marshall-
I love
and,
that, especially the
I
dub.
thought-
But
Oh God, erupting burning finger. Take this, my rage, my sorrow, and all of my, or no, it's my rage, my anger, and all of my sorrow. I mean, whoever did Domon, man, he just ruled it. He just chewed the scenery in everyone.
yeah, it's actually the only Gundam series I've watched to completion.
Really, God, Gundam Wing is like is the best thing ever made.
I've heard
Oh,
the
I
new
fucking
series
love
is pretty good.
The Iron Blood and Orphans one.
No, the one that's airing right now.
Oh, I don't
Witch
know
from
that one.
Mercury.
Okay, I've heard Iron Blood and
I
Orphans.
tried
is
watching
actually
Iron Blood and
pretty
Orphans. I
decent.
couldn't get into it, but
Yeah. I didn't really get into Gundam Seed that much. Like I tried and I never could finish it. Like I loved 8th Mobile Suit Team. Gundam 00. I watched
Where
that
the-
one and liked it a lot.
Where the fuck?
I'm not a big UC guy, like you know the original continuity. Like I've watched all of Mobile Suit Gundam, but like, I mean Char's cool, but I mean I was not, that really was never kind of my thing. I liked Gundam Wing a lot better in the offshoots.
Wooden box, steel beam. Gotcha. Where?
After Colony instead of Universal Century.
The ghost room. The ghost room.
Now, to be
know
fair,
that.
Outlaw Star might be my all-time favorite anime, but it's pretty close. Chrono Crusade's really good.
Room, caution, ghosts.
Dude, I'm
Got
like
it.
going all weeb in this stream, but okay.
Hey, and you do what you need to do to get through Sonic, man.
I mean, I'm a
Alright,
guy that's
let me get
watched.
Snoopy to
I'm a
get
guy
catch
that's
up and
watched
watch
all
next
of Elfen
cutscene.
Lied. I'm a guy that's watched all of Elfen Lied and enjoyed it. Just saying.
Lead
That's
live.
it was alright. I also read the manga. It got weird, but
Yeah. Now, manga. The god tier manga is Berserk.
Never
Berserk
read
is one of the best things. Berserk is one of the best things ever written in the history of time.
Local
Like,
Dark
Berserk-
Souls fan likes Berserk. News at 11.
Yeah, fuck
So
you.
here's the scene where the president's assistant talks. But...
Look, Bob, you know I'm gonna bust
Berserk
your
is-
balls about
Berserk is god tier. Berserk is.
that. Oh, I
it's just-
believe
it's-
you.
it's
Everyone I know
unreal
says
how
Berserk
good it
is great, but also local Dark Souls.
Should I watch
fan.
the anime of Berserk?
No,
The
God,
anime,
no.
well, the original anime's not bad, but the problem is like, so there's decent ones, but the problem with Berserk is all the animes do the Band of the Hawk arc, like the Golden Era arc, and that is literally like the intro to Berserk, and like that's all they do is they do
quite
up
a
to
few
the
anime
betrayal.
that only do the first arc and then never pick up
Yeah.
another season.
And I don't know why they keep doing that because that's
anime exists primarily to promote the source material.
yeah.
So sometimes they don't have no need to go for another season
I mean, that's
unless
fair.
the anime itself did really well. But
I mean, there's good ones like I love Soul Eater. That's one of my favorites. I kind of
Soul
want to watch
Eater
Fire
ended up
Force.
catching up to the manga, then it split off, and then they did its
Yeah.
own filler stuff,
There
and
you
that was
are.
not good.
Okay.
Well, I mean, did it keep going after they beat? Like, I thought Soul Eater
Well,
ended.
the last I think the last third of that show was like just made up for the anime. It didn't
Oh.
follow the manga at
And
all.
that does actually where it gets weak because
Yeah.
like you have to like they make a throwaway reference to the fact that Maka can do an exorcism arc that nobody else can do, and that's how she beats whatever the I can't remember his name, but the final bad guy.
Yeah,
And like unless you like
last episode of
really,
that show is awful.
it is. It's not good. The last episode, like the rest of the series is incredible, but that last one is just not good. But like you had to like pay super close attention to it to get why she was able to do what she did. And I'm like, you just didn't sell it well in the end, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's not uncommon, you know. I mean, look, I will go on record. I actually enjoy both versions of Full Metal Alchemist, but the original version is batshit crazy. Like it just doesn't make any sense. The ending is weird.
Have you seen Fire Force?
No, that was what I was gonna say. It looks really good. I kind
Fire
of want
Force
to
is
watch
good.
it because it's
Hopefully, I
like
guess another season at some point.
it's like arguably in the same universe or whatever as. It's really similar to Soul Eater. Like it's the same art.
There are references to Soul Eater in it. There's
Yeah.
I've heard like fan theories that they're actually connected, but I haven't really looked into it that much.
You know what I
I
love
do,
about this race level is
for
that you
Shonen
just
or
get
whatever.
tired
I actually
squeals
do
all the
really enjoy Demon Slayer. Like I think it's
Demon
one of
Slayer
the-
is excellent.
It is like the art is S tier. Like
Yep.
it's
That's UFO Table, one of the best animation studios.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Japan.
What were you saying, Buttface?
I was saying the thing I love about this race level is that you just hear tire squeals the entire time because you're
Oh,
supposed to
yeah.
be drifting.
I like My Hero Academia a lot too. Like I think
that's
it's a
another
really
good one.
yeah. I think it's a really good examination on like the nature of heroes and heroism.
The
And,
latest
like,
season's gotten pretty heavy. Like,
I haven't seen it past where he. I have a hard time. So look, I will admit subbed is usually better, but it's hard for me to watch subs because
I
like
understand
It requires
that,
you
but-
to pay
yeah.
attention the entire
dub
time.
rate-
and it
Accuracy
does,
is
and
great,
that's
too.
difficult for me to have time to do that. Like it's just I don't
But it's
have.
also when you're reading subtitles, it's like it means you're spending more time concentrating on the subtitles than
Yeah.
like if you actually just want to watch the visuals.
Yeah,
It is a
sometimes
little
I will
harder
watch a
sometimes.
show subbed, then go back and watch it dubbed, and I'll like notice more that's happening on the screen.
yeah,
Bob, you got to watch Spy
Surprising.
Family.
Yeah, I
Surprising
do want to
nobody.
watch Spy Family. Like I do want to watch that one. That's on the list of things to watch.
Surprising nobody, the anime that I watch are just the weird fucked up ones like Serial Experiments Lane or Paranoia Agent.
I've watched a
Those are
lot
before
of
my
them,
time,
man. Like I mean, I've seen a lot of. I'm like I've watched like Kino's Journey. My buddy
Pyramid
had
Cave,
all
I know
of
some
them.
speed tech for this one. but
Yeah, Art
not
the Lad, the original Art the Lad. Martian Successor Nadesico. That was a really good one.
But it's all the normie ones too, like, you know, Cowboy Bebop.
No,
Evangelion.
Last Exile. I own Chrono Crusade and I own Last Exile. And Last Exile is one of my favorites. I think that one is beautiful.
I don't want to play mini game kart. Stop it.
Yeah. God, because I
So
watched
you're
like
already
my
through
buddy
Hidden
would
Base,
buy
right?
them all, and I would
I'm
borrow
on
them from
Tournament Game
him.
right now.
So yeah, I watched so many of them back in the day before streaming. It was unreal.
You know what I'm gonna put on the schedule one night is Sonic Racing.
Oh, like Sonic R or one of the other car races?
No, Kart Racer. Like Sonic Racing Transformed.
Oh,
I'm
yes,
pretty
yes.
sure we all have
I've
it.
heard,
I will,
that's
be happy to
good.
join you
I
guys for
don't
that.
have it, but I'll grab it.
That is one of the best car racers ever.
We used to play that on Ricky's stream a lot. We haven't done it in a long
Yeah,
time.
and I always won. Oh, I'm gonna try
So
one
you're
trick
a
here.
whole
Come on.
letter ahead of or level ahead of me, right? Pokey
Yeah, I'm
Dude?
gonna try and this is wasting my time now, but I'm gonna try for a speed strat here, just to show it off. Oh. But thankfully I'm way ahead of Buttface, so I got time to mess this up a few times.
I kind of
Right,
like that they
yeah.
went back to the like Egypt level for this, because that is one of the cooler zones from
Sorry,
Sonic
I
3.
can't get it. But I pulled it off in practice, but it's not working here. So what happens if you do it? If you do a bounce right into the wall like that, it'll transfer your forward momentum to upward momentum. And you can just go like right over the wall there, and then end up over here without having to put the key in.
Oh, that's cool. I see what you're trying to do. Yeah, you just got to hit it. It's kind of like the Jesus clip in
You're
SMB3. You just have to hit it perfectly.
There's another
the one that
clip right
skips
here
the
that's even
entire
harder.
level by going through the wall. Ah,
Yeah.
fuck off,
Yeah,
God!
I must say, Mitch Flower Power's
This one,
last
I
world
can't get
record
it all.
when
I
he said
pulled
he
it
actually
once in
got he
practice,
actually
but
pulled off the
you
Jesus
just-
clip in it.
You just clip
Sorry.
right through this door if you
Oh,
spin
do you?
dash at it the right way, but gotta go the long way to get the key.
Fuck
Sorry,
out of here.
I
Well, you know what? I'm over here now. It's fine. Everything's fine. I would like a ring, preferably. Although no, Tails doesn't matter about rings so much.
And you do need to collect rings to
Not die, yes.
yeah, because he has a health bar instead of strictly from rings.
Yeah,
the
but
thing
I
is, you
just-
can
I had-
die even if you have rings.
I had
because
the
of health
immediate
bar.
panic in Sonic of I have no rings, I have no rings, I have no rings.
Oh, that was cool, but that was cool, Pokey Dude. Like you got all those rings and like
Yeah.
one little spin right there.
That wasn't even intentional. That I completely happened by accident.
That was impressive. I was like, I didn't ever know the difference. I thought that was skill.
So that was the light speed dash, which lets you move along a trail of rings. Usually it only works in a straight line, but
Yeah.
in some spots you get a circle like that too.
Well, you know, you get weird things. So, like, you know, he was making fun of me for the Dark Souls thing, but I remember playing, which Dark Souls is it? There's one fight with a, there's one fight in it that with a giant knight that has a shield in it. I don't remember if it's 2 or
That's
if
2.
it's
That would
3.
be the I want to say like the smelter.
I think so, yeah. So, like, the first time I played it, I was doing straight sword and board, you know, shield and all that. And every other fight, you circle to the right. You circle to the sword side. And I kept doing that, and he kept beating the shit out of me. And then I thought, well, what happens if I circle towards his shield like I'm a southpaw? And I could beat the shit out of him when I did that.
Yep.
But I love that. I love that about that game, is that little weird things like that can make all the difference in the world. You never would circle towards a shield because you wouldn't think you could him. But in that time,
You just
it worked.
turn slower.
Yep.
Fine, we'll do it the hard way. God damn it. I hate
Like
that
I
can't
told
pull
you,
off
I'm trying to get to where I'm doing no shield entirely. Like I do almost.
Just
The
do
last
ninja
time
flips.
the last time I did Dark Souls 2, I did a
I gotta do better.
I did a hybrid sorcery faith run.
I like hearing
Only
Pokey
where I
Dude
didn't do
say
any physical
doing things
stuff.
the hard way. Because doing things the hard way is the way to do things on Let's Racing Time.
I felt doing things the hard way was called doing things the butt face way.
Well, doing things the hard way is that one part in VVVVV that is terrible.
There's one part in VVV that is terrible. I mean, that's a cool game, but there's a lot of terrible parts in that game. I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying there's some terrible parts in it. I will give Ricky this because I've tried and I haven't. I got it probably 50% through Baba Is You without doing any hints. Ricky hundoed it without hints, and I don't think I'm capable of that. I've done really well in it,
but I couldn't finish it.
Yeah, I've done really well in it without doing hints, but I'm never gonna hundo it without.
I have
hints.
done the entirety of the main world, and then I got to the twist in Baba, and I got a little ways into that. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna make myself mad playing this. I'm just
My problem is, if you go, like, I haven't played it in forever, and if you're not just constantly playing it, you almost have to start over because you forget all of the tiny little tricks it teaches you to do.
I play a lot of Sokoban games.
I broke it at one point. I did something with it didn't intend you to do, and I kind of fucked the game up. But
made it through. Holy shit! Didn't think I had time.
You got all the time.
I have the turnip. I have placed the turnip.
The turnip of power.
I mean, it is the turnip of
Yeah,
power.
Baba's Enigma. Baba's. I really like it. Like it's a really well balanced, interesting puzzle game.
Great. Thanks for the hint, TV. But
It's so hard to have time to play shit like that. I've got. I know you and look, Budface. I know you and Raz do like the puzzle game thing or whatever. I've got a bunch of them. You know, like the shit. What's it called?
Fuck you.
I've got a bunch of them that are pretty cool that are like that are like the adventure point and click style thing, like the
You got a single ping? Are you kidding me? Hey, by the way, about these treasure hunting levels,
yeah.
it'll only ping for the emerald that you're currently searching for. If you're right next to a different emerald, it won't show anything.
Yeah. It's gross that way, isn't it?
Weird thing is, Sonic Adventure 1 will ping every emerald that you're close to. So I don't know why they changed it for this one.
I have lucked into just walking into the right emerald before, and it's handy. Well, that robot shot me, that's fine.
So I've got shit like the Payne's Creek killing that I really like and are really cool that are like puzzle crime adventures. It's really cool. Like, it is. But my problem is, like, if I play them by myself, I just sit there and beat my head against the wall forever, so I don't think they're good for streaming. But I would love to play something like that with chat participation.
Well, and
you know, like, hey, let chat play this, as long as that's something that people were interested in doing.
That's part of why Raz and I do it together, so that we can bounce ideas off of each other.
Yeah, well, that was uninvited. Me and Dan puzzled our way through uninvited, but I did a lot of it through memory, but I couldn't have done it without Dan.
Camera.
Yeah, when I got stuck, he helped me.
Yeah, because I like doing teamwork on those puzzle games because
I would love to do that.
Fuck you,
like with some of those.
Baltimore.
Fuck you, Baltimore. Are you watching The Wire all of a sudden? Like you're all like Clay Davis corrupt shit.
Bob, have you never seen?
No,
Big
we
Bill
showed
Hells?
Bob that last week.
We showed Ricky that.
No, we showed Bob last week.
You showed me that. Wasn't that the auto dealer?
Yes.
Bob, yeah, the crazy auto dealer. I don't remember the fuck you Baltimore part, but
that's
it.
Oh, that's what it opens with.
Fuck, it just says. I didn't remember that.
It goes,
it just says,
fuck you, Baltimore. That's right. On to Big Bill Hells, we've got the baddest used cars at the worst prices. If you buy one of our cars, you're an absolute motherfucker.
Well, you know the worst part about Big Bill Hells about that one is that sound like literally there's a chain in Huntsville called McCurry Motors that literally is just Big Bill Hells. Like they're the kind that put the governor on the motor, and if you don't pay, they'll shut your car off while you're driving it.
Well, yeah, but they don't call you a motherfucker in commercials.
Oh, they pretty much do. I mean, they fuck you over. Like they're like the definition of predatory lending. You know, if it weren't for the fact that the federal government limited usury to 33% instead of 50% like it used to be. Which, hey, shout out my the CEO for my company had played a big part in that. Like that was his thing. Like he was part of that legislature that got it limited to 33%.
If I have an incredibly fast death
He's a cool dude. He's like look.
If you can get chamber fast, like you might pass me.
Well, here's the thing, though. You're gonna smoke me at that ghost boss because I can't cycle it to save my life.
Oh yeah, I just learned how to 2-cycle it yesterday. I could probably 1-cycle it if I try.
Right.
But
I mean, we got some real competitive stuff going on here, honestly.
Snakes looking at each other. Well, you said like there's a level to catch back up because of the randomness, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
These levels are the great equalizer.
That's what I'll say. Like, I'll give him. I know the CEO for our company. He's a cool dude. Like, sometimes people are like Mr. Burns dicks. That guy's not. He's a cool dude.
where is this? Shit, did I?
What?
Where's
No,
this
I'm
shit?
fucking up. Yeah, I'm fucking this up.
Right on top of it.
There it is.
Well, that's Buttface. Terrible at video games. Fucking shit up.
Always-
That's classic
There we go.
Buttface.
Always the worst.
Okay. Let's see if we're cleared.
I feel like Enigma's not getting his misery quotient out of this.
Yeah, I mean, Buttface is doing his normal gargle blargle, but I mean, he's competitive with Pokedude.
I want to be this side by the look of it.
All right, this boss is kind of notorious for its length, unless you know how to do it in fewer cycles.
U-shaped ledge on a path that looks like stairs. Cool.
But if you don't have the game's audio on, this boss makes some incredible noises.
Does it? That kind
Well-
of sucks. Like I have to mute it because like it's a double echo if I do
Yeah.
it.
Incredible
I got-
is definitely
Yeah.
a choice of words that Pokedude is deciding to use.
Here, let me
Okay.
give it to him.
King Boom Boom. The only thing I know that's Boom Boo is a really like hard to find incredible rum that's super sweet that is like insanely good.
Let's see if I can pull this off.
So, Buttface, at least one positive of my heat going out was that it forced me to go out and buy a heated
Oh, I
blanket.
already
And you
fucked
know
up.
what?
God damn it.
Heated blankets fucking rule.
Heated blankets.
They do,
rule.
Dan. But the utility
Oh.
for a heated blanket in
Oh, just
Alabama
cycle.
is like one day out of the year. It's like- I mean, they're awesome.
I mean,
I'll
the-
give you
The
that.
secret is you turn it on full blast like a half an
Yeah.
hour or 45 minutes before you get in bed. And then you get in bed and you turn it down to like halfway. And that way it's like your whole bed is nice and toasty. It'll fall off, and halfway is usually good like during the night. You won't be super hot, but you won't be like frozen toes either.
What's your temperature right now, Dan? We just had a cold
Um,
front come through. I'm curious.
Today it's 22. Right now it's 22. The high today was 30. We're actually going to have a cold snap coming up over the weekend because it looks
It's
like our.
like nice.
That's not a cold snap.
Well, hold on, Bob. Bob, I said we're going to have a cold snap coming through the weekend because the lows for Friday are going to be -9, and Saturday the low will be -10.
You're talking imaginary
The,
numbers
the
at this
high
point.
the high for Saturday is going to be 16. However, it is going to be sunny. Like we're not having any like bad weather or anything.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna try
It's
once to get a
37
speech round
right
in this
now.
big golem fight.
Look, where I live, it's 37 right now, and
I
it's
mean,
an
That's not gonna
it's an unseasonable cold snap.
it looks
be
like it's going to be
37.
warmer. Like next week, it's going to be back up in the high 40s, low 50s.
That's normal for us, yeah.
Yeah.
You're still killing me. You're talking imaginary temperatures. I'm like, I don't understand this.
So-
You know?
At first, I thought you were going to ask what my thermostat was set to.
Pokedude.
What is your thermostat set to?
I just
Am I
lucked
down?
into a key, and I'm still.
Because mine's at
behind
like I don't use my central heating, so it's probably 63
Here's
degrees.
a tip
in my
for
house.
King Boom Boo, Buttface. Take the inside curve when you're chasing him.
you. That's a good
What is your
tip.
thermostat, Dan?
My downstairs thermostat is set to 64 right now.
So you're like
Yep.
me. You keep it kind of cool.
Well,
Oh, yeah, this fight,
house,
is really easy to
this
screw up.
like my half of this house, I don't know like on the other half where Lori has her business. I don't know how complainy she gets, but I know the insulation here on this. I mean, this is not a new
So
house.
you share a house.
Well, the other half of it, like it's there's this lady who
Am I
runs her
green?
massage therapy
No,
business
I'm red.
Yeah.
out of the other half, so
Yeah.
she's not here most of the time.
Right.
But the thing is that if I set my heat to 64, even during most of the like days where it's in like the 30s, that results in a cycle where the furnace is not running all the time.
Right.
But putting it up to 66, the furnace will run a lot more. Like the insulation is, I mean, I've got like draft stoppers into the doors and everything else, but
Yeah.
it's in such a way that if I want to keep the heat reasonable, I have to have 64.
Is yours old enough, like mine, that believe it or not, Dan, I've still got asbestos in my walls.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if there were. I mean, I know these are plaster walls. So
Yeah. The only reason I know is because we cut the dog door out with a saber saw for Chunky, and my dad's like, "Oh, that's asbestos."
I'm pretty
He's
sure
like,
this predates
Yeah.
asbestos, though, because this house was built in like the early 1900s.
Oh wow. Okay, mine's 1950s. Mine's like
Yeah.
1957. Yeah. That's an old
Yeah,
house.
Silvers,
Is
don't worry
there a
about
lot of
it,
that
don't
in New
worry about
England?
it.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Because you don't really get much of that here. Like, you won't get many houses built before the 50s.
Yeah,
the ones that are
country
very
here.
yeah, the ones that are very valuable.
Red Silvers,
Yo.
I would not
boy.
subject Bob to this.
Yeah,
This
Bob.
would-
Yeah,
The salt content would be off the chart.
red silvers, red. You know me. You've known me for how many years? Do you think I'm gonna play a Sonic game? Do you think that's gonna
I don't
happen?
think Bob has ever played a Sonic game on stream.
Do you think it's gonna happen? You've known me for a long time, okay? Like, we're close, we're buds. You know me. Do you think I'm gonna do that? We would have loved to have you. I know you're having, your living situation and the cats and the computer problems, though. We would have loved to have you. No joke. So was that? So when did Red post his face in chat the other day? By the way, when he did that, was that him? Yeah, that's cool. Okay.
Can I get you piece of
I
shit?
might play Crash. I don't know anything about Crash. You might convince me to do that.
I think if we put, because Blau was talking about putting Crash 2 on
Yeah.
the schedule.
I would
and
give it a shot.
I'm down to clown with it.
The closest I've come to playing a Crash game is, have you ever played Uncharted 4? Where you have the little Crash mini game in it.
Yeah.
That's the closest to playing Crash I've ever come.
What do you think of that? Because that is just Crash again.
Is that?
Yeah.
I mean, it was annoying as hell. But
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
it was-
welcome to Crash.
Yeah, that's
Crash. Is not great. Yeah.
Crash
Yeah.
1 is not good. 2 and 3 are solid.
Oh, I get it, dude. Red, I get it. Trust me.
Can you?
It shit happens, dude. Trust me. If you can think of a fucked up family situation, I've kind of gone through it at this point. So.
Oh, you piece of shit. Oh, you piece of shit. This
As for anyone
boss
else
takes
playing this game,
forever.
well, it is one of my all-time favorite games. I would not recommend it to race unless you're a veteran, because
Right.
Unless
yeah.
you know what
Pretty
you're
janky.
doing.
Yeah. Like I look like I know what I'm doing because I've played this many times.
Well, that's the only reason when we did the original race for Mega Man 5, that's the only reason I did it. It's because I watched the speed runs and I learned the speed run tech on it.
But it's
And
more than just speedrun tech in this game. Like, there's a certain level of jank that you have to kind of work
just
around.
get used to.
The jank
Yeah.
mode, the jank.
You
I will
say
give
there's
that-
a certain level of jank.
Yeah,
No. This
yeah,
game is
that's true.
jank all the way down.
It is jank, the definition. Like when you look up the definition of jank, it has a picture of this game in it.
Yes, absolutely. No. You are
That
100%
and
correct.
original Tomb Raider.
No. Original Tomb Raider feels buttery smooth compared to this.
Jesus, it's that bad. Tank
You have
controls
no
feel good.
idea.
Like 3D,
Oh, yeah.
3D's original Silent Hill, like the 3D controls
one
on
of the
original
biggest-
Silent Hill 2.
Tank
One of the
feel
controls
better
are
than this
game
great
is,
because you at
the
least
camera.
are always going
you
the
can't
direction you
control it.
expect.
You think you can control it, but you can't.
Jesus. That's right, man. Nobody fucks with the Jesus.
Yeah, we are actively
I
fighting.
have never
the
played a
game.
Theat Rhythm game. Hot take. I have never played a Theat Rhythm game.
Okay.
I want to try the new one.
I have nothing against them. I've just never played one.
It's
I
not
feel like I
available
need
for
to play more
PC.
of
It's
actual
only
Final
on
Fantasy games
PlayStation,
before I
right?
touch.
Yeah, that
Theat
would be
Rhythm,
kind of my problem. Yeah. Sorry, but what was you saying, Pokey Dude? I'm
I,
sorry.
I feel like I need to play more Final Fantasy games before I touch the Rhythm.
No, you don't have to.
How many Final Fantasy have you played?
I played 7, 13 trilogy, a little bit of 15.
It'll be fine.
15's good, 7's good. You've missed out on all the other actual good Final Fantasies.
Like you can buy
like
the Pixel
like 4,
remasters.
6, 9, 1.
Yeah,
You
the
know,
Pixel
you've, like, missed
remasters
all
are
the good
probably
ones.
the best Final Fantasy experience you can get these days.
I've got the remaster for 10 and the Zodiac Age for 12, and I want to play them really badly. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
No, please.
Like,
15,
legitimately,
I love 15. Dude, 15 broke my fucking heart at the end of that game. Like, it fucked me up something. Like, I got into that fucking game. Like, look, I have my cold, I admit got my cold, dead, jaded heart, whatever. 15, it got me. It hit me. I'm like, the bros, all the shit going down. It somehow got to the what little is left of my soul. 15 got to me. So,
do you want to guess what my picture was at the end of 15?
Was it the one with all of the? I don't know. I had one with all 4 of us together in front of the car, and it broke my heart even looking at it.
Nope.
So.
Mine was a picture of Cup of Noodles.
Europe.
Hey man, I love.
I had the 4 of us with the car at the start of the journey.
I went through
with all the
hell
bros,
and back for
all the
that perfect
bros
Cup
having
of
a good
Noodle,
time,
man.
and it broke my heart even looking at it. And what happens to Iris? Oh fuck. Luna Freya.
It broke my controller trying to do that Cup of Noodle quest, man.
Oh, I love that game. Gladio. Like, look, the Dan talking about the
part.
The
Gladio is himbo representation. Hell yeah,
himbo
man.
thing. The closest I'll get to that is Bricks. Hashtag gay for Gladio.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Can you
I'm
guess
just
who?
telling you, the only thing you'll ever get me to admit is that one. Like, if I'm gonna do a hashtag, I can do that one. Because Gladio, that dude's the man. Just saying.
Can you guess who has more Gladio paraphernalia than I can count? Including, like, giant oversized hoodies?
You?
No.
What, Girlface?
Girlface?
Absolutely, it's Girlface.
Girlface. Well, Girlface has taste. We know that. She's the good Canadian.
It's very true. Very true.
Mm-hmm.
Can I finish this golem, please and thank you? One
Just
more
finished
hit.
Eternal Engine.
So, Buttface, are you from British Columbia? Like, have you always lived there?
I'm Manitoba.
You're Manitoba? Okay.
Yeah.
So what about Girlface?
Girlface, I believe, born Alberta and then moved to British Columbia fairly quickly.
So none of y'all are French Canada, the best
No,
Canada.
not
If
at
you spend a day there, you'd understand.
Neither of us can speak a lick of French.
Yeah.
Omelette du fromage.
It's
But
all.
see, that's
you
the
can
that's the funny
say.
thing. The only part of Canada I've been to is Windsor, Ontario. Right on the border there with Detroit.
Oh yay, it's space time now.
I'm a meteor herd,
favorite.
the largest Knuckles level, and I actually like it a lot more than the
I
previous
literally-
stage.
Wow, there's
just-
a lot of stages. I just now realized that Pokedude's on stage 14. That's a lot of stages.
Yeah, he is one entire stage ahead of me. I am now doing the last Tails.
I mean,
Lucky.
the fact that you're pretty close, like, I mean,
Well,
only a
the thing is,
stage
Eternal
apart.
Engine is a very long stage. It took me like 5 or 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Ah,
I've only been to Windsor. We were in I was at a national tournament for College Bowl, Quiz Bowl, Scholars Bowl, whatever you want to call it, in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And so Ann Arbor is only like 10 minutes from like 20 minutes from Detroit. So we decided, hell, fuck, we're up here. Let's go to Canada. So we drove across the when you go across that Lake Michigan, there's a bridge and a tunnel. We went across the bridge the first time.
The
And
bridge
that
is
was
notorious.
that was a Canadian guard, right? She goes, "Oh, how are ya? How you doing? How long you gonna be there?" We're like, "Oh, we're just gonna be there a day." "Oh, cool. You'll have a good day, yeah, eh?" And we go into Canada, right? So we go. There's like apparently Windsor is like a big casino town, so we go to this giant like Vegas casino there. And so we go back, and on the way back,
Oh, this is what I was
the
looking for.
dude that
That's what I
meets
meant to
us, the way back, like we go through the tunnel, and it's this dude going into the U.S. and he's this
You know what,
dude
just 'cause I
bro.
have some time, I'm gonna try and get the sunglasses.
Do it, yeah. He's this dude bro, Department of Homeland Security guy with his M4 sitting there in the corner, his hand on his sidearm, and he's like, "Do you got anything to clear? I need all your driver's licenses. Who are you? How long are you gonna be back in the U.S.?"
yeah.
It was just night and day different getting back into the U.S.
It's funny when we went up to Vancouver. On
you
our way back,
fucking bastard.
our border patrol experience is actually quite nice at the Peace Arch. It was easy breezy coming back, and then when we got through, we said, "Hey, you know what? Why don't we actually stop and see the Peace Arch? Because I haven't actually been to the Peace Arch." So we drove the car over and parked and walked over to the Peace Arch, and we were able to walk. You know, the Peace Arch is exactly on the border of U.S. and Canada, so they have that little park there that straddles the border.
Yeah, right.
So you can walk back and forth between the U.S. and Canada from the park.
Yeah, we were in a duty-free. There's a duty-free store on the border, and right there between Detroit and Windsor. That's literally not in Canada. It's literally not in Canada or the United States. Like you're between the two. It's a neutral zone between the two states.
Why can't I let this fucking trap fall on me?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just seeing fucked up shit. I don't know what you're trying to do.
Sunglasses.
So, do you wear your sunglasses and not poke a dude?
Why is this not falling on me?
Yeah,
Or is
the
that
sunglasses
an
get to
80s
see
reference?
items, but,
Or is that an 80s reference that's too young for you or too old for you? But
I've seen Dragon Ball stuff, so
yeah, sunglasses at night. Yeah.
So when we were done at the
See,
Peace Arch-
Buttface knows it, and he's the total young. He's like the 27-year-old.
I'm not
So what-
27.
So
Are
when
you
we walked
younger than
over-
that?
No, I'm older.
Oh, are you? I thought you were 10 years younger than me. I'm sorry.
Fuck you.
No. Fuck, I'm almost 40. Yeah. Never mind.
So when we walked over from the Peace Arch, we were heading back towards the car, and as we were heading back towards the car, this guy in a CBP truck pulls up, and he was just this. He's like, "Oh, hey guys, you know, blah blah blah." He was just asking, hey, what's up? He's like, "Oh, we don't usually get it where people come back from Canada and then go to the Peace Arch Park."
Yeah,
So we were like, "Oh, do you need our passports?" And he's like, "Oh, no. He was just, maybe he was lonely, I guess."
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what's bad is when I went to Canada, you didn't even have to have a passport.
Well, yeah, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't 20. I'm not that fucking old. Fuck you, Dan. It wasn't 20 years ago.
Well, it changed after 9/11. The only time you could have gone without a passport.
No, we
was-
didn't need I didn't have a passport. I was there in 2007. I didn't
No,
need a
you
passport.
you absolutely needed a passport.
No,
for
they
that.
didn't make us show a pass. None of us had passports. They let us into Canada and back into the U.S. without a passport. I'm dead serious. We didn't have a passport. Like 2007. I didn't get my passport until 2013 when I went to Ireland.
Okay, saved that part. The trick of this stupid level, where you're in the mech suit with the gun, is don't shoot anything. Because everything explodes and will kill you.
Yep.
Like
Yes.
that. God, I should have listened to my own fucking...
But Pokedude's over here like, Knuckles in space!
No, actually, Bob, it's Chow in space, if you want to be, like,
He's
accurate.
Knuckles.
yeah, the
He's
challenge
Knuckles.
basically a movie within the universe. So it's like posters for it.
But you're Knuckles. You're not Chow. Is Knuckles a Chow?
No, he's an echidna.
Why?
Well,
okay,
but
so
they
then
are
I'm
the
confused
keepers
why.
of the Chow.
But then why is it Chow in space?
Because that's the name of the movie that's in this game.
Yeah.
Like,
There's a movie in this game.
Well, it's a poster for the movie. The movie itself doesn't exist, but
Can you fucking...
Okay, so there's a poster for a thing called Chow's in Space in the game. I got you. Fair enough.
I can't
Fair
see shit.
To
That's
quote
the-
our Australian brethren, fair fucking dinkum. You just, yeah, you just got like crushed to death twice.
yeah. I had to dig under a crusher. Like
You got to dig.
Awful.
Oh, yeah, he killed you. Yeah.
Can you dig it?
Can you dig?
I think it got moved to another spot.
yeah.
Nope, it's gone.
Feel the madness here.
Not to be anywhere.
This here, you think you're gonna win, Mudface, but you're
Rolling around
not
the moon.
here.
Yeah, I immediately-
Brother, here.
I started this off with, I don't think I'm gonna win. There's no, dude, there's no universe.
So Dan, what amazes me is like everybody has a Macho Man impression. Cause I met I met Ricky Steamboat, right? When I showed you those pictures.
I know where it is. Instead of getting to it.
We asked him about the match, the WrestleMania 3 match, the greatest wrestling match of all time, and he was telling us stories about it. And he launches into his like dead on accurate Macho Man impression like during the middle of the story. And like me and my cousin were just like, dude, this is awesome. That dude was cool. Like he let me hold dinner, he's like, that's like I walked up to him, I was like, dude, that's the championship belt. And he's like, yeah, hold it. And he's like, and I'm like, and it's heavy as fuck, by the way. Like you wouldn't think that. And he goes, yeah, he's like, I was like, yeah, that's heavy, right? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, yeah, we used to hit each other in the head with this all the time. I'm like, dude, like that dude is awesome.
God damn it.
So in March, I'm gonna meet Mick Foley and Kevin Nash because they're gonna be at
7
the
minutes.
convention we go to.
7 minutes to get through friggin' Crazy Gadget or whatever. No,
If
not
you have a
Crazy
good
Gadget.
meteor herd, you might catch up to me because I was screwing around creating the sunglasses.
Holy shit.
Wear your sunglasses at
Next
night,
time.
Lieutenant Diane.
Where the heck did it go? I thought I was right near it.
And yet you were not.
We're in
So
the
does
part
any?
of the game where I'm
Hey
like,
Dan, do you think Tom Brady's actually going to retire this time, or is he going to
Yes.
Brett Favre it and end up with the Jets?
No, he's done.
You think he's finally
He
done?
should have been done last year.
He should have been done last time. There was no reason for him to
Location.
have ever come back.
Well, here's
Like
the
he'd
thing,
be about
it's like-
$100 million richer if he hadn't have come back.
Well, the thing is like,
didn't
when
he
you've
unintentionally
competed,
cause like a cryptocurrency crash by unretiring?
Yeah, yeah.
Am I?
Like-
I've only heard half the news.
so well,
Yeah.
the thing about guys who perform at that level is like, I get it. It's very hard for them to retire.
Oh, well, fuck.
I mean, because he's still playing well. I mean, it's like how the fact that he's like
I mean,
Give me a ping.
the fact that he's Vinny Testaverde age and still actually like playing like Tom Brady is amazing. But
I think if he wanted to, he probably does have another season left in him. But like,
but
I was
why?
always
He's
the opinion.
40. He's like 46.
I know, but my opinion has been that he should have retired. Actually,
The first time.
Even before. I mean, I guess
You just
after-
didn't want him. You just didn't want him to leave
God.
New England.
Where the heck
That's
didn't.
all it was.
That's
You're
all
like
it was.
Matt. You're like Matt. You're just mad that he left New England.
I mean, I don't really hold that against him.
Matt does, by the way. But yeah.
Real?
Where?
I mean, look, I got my
Where?
good years out of Tom Brady, so
Uh-huh.
I can't complain.
Where is this fucking emerald?
I love watching these two guys on the same level just flying around.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. I enjoy this level, but finding the emeralds can be a little annoying.
Well, you run into that. You have like the Joe Montana thing where the 49ers cut him when they shut in half, and then he goes to
got it.
Kansas City and
I've never
almost
seen that
win,
emerald in that location before.
and damn near wins the Super Bowl with Kansas City, despite the fact that he was the only good player on the whole
Oh.
team.
It pinged over in this
Well,
direction.
he might have had Christian Okoye back then, the Nigerian Nightmare. He was a beast.
Right. For Final Rush.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Oh, you know what? I don't Final Rush. Crazy Gadget first, then Final
I was
Rush.
gonna say,
Gadget
if
first.
you're
Yeah.
already on Crazy Gadget, or on Final Rush, how did you
Oh,
skip
okay. Actually, I
Crazy
gotta fight Rouge
Gadget?
first. God damn it.
I'm watching Buttface do the same thing Pokedude just did a minute ago, and it's weird. Knuckles' climb thing is strange to me, because like you're just like running into the side of the wall and somehow climbing up it.
He has the knuckles, man. That's in the name.
Yeah, he's got the spikes in his claws.
Where the fuck did that just ping from? Oh, that meteor.
Are you looking for the Chaos Emerald or something?
Yes,
Is that
yes,
what's
I
going
am.
on? You using your Dragon Ball radar for it? He punches his way up the wall.
Okay, got one.
The biggest ball of twine in Minnesota, yeah.
Where's she at?
Hey, you know what?
Look,
There's a
the
good
only
song.
time you will
Kill on
see
Rouge,
Bob
nice.
go to Minnesota will maybe be in like July, because I've got a family friend that lived in Duluth for a long time, like literally working on the railroad.
What
And
phase
the
of Holly
horror story
demonstrates-
and the horror stories he's told me about it. No, Bob does not do winter. Bob was born in Alabama and does warm. He does not do cold. Okay. I do want to go to Alaska, but I want to go when it's not like 2 degrees. So
You go to Alaska in the summertime.
yes, because in Juneau it hits 90 sometimes. In Juneau.
I completely lucked into that emerald, and you know what? I'll take it. I was just
I
going
had it.
up
I didn't have time to
to.
explain that.
You're
Rouge
in
fight,
such a
but,
delay.
it's
We
very
haven't even.
difficult
You're in
normally.
such a Canadian internet delay. We haven't even seen you hit the emerald yet.
No,
so. He just got it right there.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I didn't have any idea it was up there. I just was going
Yeah.
up so that I can do my glide strat to try and find.
Take pickled wieners if you go to Minnesota. If I go to Minnesota, do I need to try Jepson's Malort?
I mean, I've had Malort. It sucks.
Have you really had Malort? Is it as
Yes.
bad as everybody says it is?
It
Try
is.
digging.
I
while
kind of want to
watching
try it
the-
just to, just for the meme.
I mean,
to
try
say
it
I've tried it,
once,
but yeah.
But
Is it as bad as absinthe actually is?
Hey, absinthe is delicious.
No, absinthe fucking sucks.
Oh,
Like,
absinthe is
I've
great.
got a bottle of absinthe. Like I like it. I have it because I like a Sazerac. Okay,
Look, man,
and
absinthe
Sazerac
is
uses an
like
absinthe,
that
but
good
absinthe by
fennel
itself
kind of
is
flavor.
nasty as hell. Absinthe by itself is nasty as hell.
Nah, you just need you need to prepare it right.
You're just a fucked up guy that likes black licorice. Just
I
admit it.
am. Have you, man? Don't even get me started about double salted.
Oh, Red,
black
I don't. What's
licorice.
Molson's? I don't know that one, Red. What's Molson's?
Molson's Canadian. It's beer.
It's beer.
Yeah. It's
Hey, wasn't
the
it that
Canadian
Puppers
beer.
is a? Isn't it that Puppers is a real thing, but the whiskey they drink isn't?
I don't know.
I think Puppers is a real thing. Like it's a
Puppers
real beer.
might be like a thing out that way.
Because there's the two.
Six
There's the
circles?
whiskey they always drink, and then there's Puppers, which is the beer. We get this fucker of Puppers.
Yeah. Oh,
I think Puppers is a real beer.
I'm losing it. Aha.
Yeah, Labatt. Yeah, Labatt, like Labatt Blue. They make Puppers, so it's a real beer.
Buttface, when you fight Rouge, just spam drill dive. Like, don't
Oh yeah,
try
that's
to,
that's
punch
how
her,
I do it.
but- Yeah.
Sudbury, Ontario. But no, they only made it because of Letterkenny, Budface. Like it started as a fictional beer,
Okay.
and then when Letterkenny got popular, they actually made Puppers. How cool is that?
That's very cool. Unfortunately, Bob
Oh.
can't concentrate trying to find fucking emerald. God damn
Fuck
it!
you.
Where is this? Try digging.
Fuck you! You
Oh.
should listen to Letterkenny references.
It's
You-
important.
Actually, no. You should get caught up on Letterkenny so I can talk to you about it.
I should.
That's what you should do. Girlface, are you still in chat?
Why-
Make him finish Letterkenny. You two finish Letterkenny so we can talk about it. And
Yo.
yes, I admit I haven't seen the newest season yet.
Oh, that's understandable. Okay, I was like, don't die here.
I'm
Fuck.
putting that challenge on you, Girlface. Force him to watch it.
Well, the thing is I just have to spend time watching.
So-
God, fuck off!
Also, Red, technically speaking, I have been to Minnesota, but I didn't leave the airport in Minneapolis, so I don't
Doesn't
count
count.
it. But my
Right here is
feet
why
have
I
been
need
in
to
Minnesota.
choose to,
Okay,
close the game.
I have seen Minnesota. My feet have set foot in Minnesota, but it was a cutoff to go to Vegas because Vegas.
Can you
okay?
please just?
You have to exit the airport. for
I
it to
agree with you,
officially
Dan.
count.
But literally, technically speaking, I have set foot in the state of Minnesota. I know what Minneapolis looks like.
Why do I keep falling
What's
off
the
this
furthest
fucking
east?
platform?
What's the furthest east you've ever been, Red? Mine is Savannah, or no, I haven't been to Savannah, Texas. Wow, you haven't really been east at all. Yeah,
I think Texas is also the furthest east I've been.
really? So where
Yeah.
are you, Pokedude? Like,
I
you know, I
live
mean,
on
just
Long Island.
general. Oh, okay. Well, no, that's further east
Ah,
than Texas.
fuck! Ah!
We said
sorry,
furthest east.
I was thinking west, not that one.
Yeah, furthest west I've
Yeah.
been is Vegas. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
you're Long Island.
yeah,
Okay.
no, yeah, furthest east, I guess, would technically be Maine. I think that's further east than Long Island.
It is, yeah. Maine's
Yeah.
the easternmost point in the
Yeah.
U.S. Yeah.
There we go. I've
It's
been trying to
actually has the
dig that for an
distinction
hour.
of being contiguous. It's contiguous. It's the easternmost and
Here's a speed
westernmost.
trap that I have. to
And
pull off.
northernmost. Yeah.
I have to
Continental Canada is the northernmost. Point Barrow, Alaska.
There we go. There's a super jump.
Contiguous Maine is the easternmost. It's also or northernmost. It's also the easternmost.
All right. So I just died and got the goal at the same time there.
Thinking
so,
you were, yeah.
I
I
just
was thinking
saved
you
myself
were-
a few minutes.
I was thinking you were a New York guy for some reason. But
talking to you is a waste of
I've never been to Long Island. I've been to the city. Okay, but I mean,
Well,
I went
just
to the,
pure
I was
suburbs, but
yeah, I was in the Bronx and Manhattan when I went. I haven't been anywhere other than that.
And-
in
I don't
the
go to
city.
the city
Oh.
that often. But used to go like once or twice a year when I was a kid. But
So we went to Broadway and saw Beauty and the Beast on Broadway, which was badass. Like my dad liked it, and that
this
shocked
fucking
me.
Eggman fight, I hate this.
Yeah, but the cool thing was you remember Tiffany from the '80s? You know, I Think I'm Alone Now. She was Belle. It was really cool.
I saw Beauty and the Beast on Broadway once, but well,
I wanted to see Jekyll and Hyde
Don't
because
get
Sebastian
me
Bach
started
was
on
because-
musical.
Dude, I wanted to see Jekyll and Hyde because that's when Sebastian Bach from Skid Row was doing Jekyll and Hyde. I wanted to see that so bad I couldn't stand it.
Rouge, get
But
over
the
here.
tickets we got were the tickets we got were Beauty and the Beast, and I was not disappointed whatsoever. It was awesome.
Fucking. Yeah, I have made you mad. Sorry, Rouge.
Come on, he's dead.
Oh, there we
you
go.
Fuck.
So are you on the last boss, Pokey Dude?
No, God, no.
No, I mean, it might as well be because it's way harder than anything else. But
That's
So
that
it's
shadow
it's
fight
the
is pretty rough.
it's not the de facto, or it's not the de jure last boss, but it's the de facto last boss because it's harder than the last boss.
yeah. This fight is a complete crapshoot. Like, there's no consistent way to beat it, at least not that I know of.
Oh, that's
I mean,
cool, Red.
I think the speed run like used some weird jank by abusing invincibility frames, but the problem is this giant laser attack just kills you. And
Well, just strafe, dude.
he turns.
Yeah, you
He
go.
turns faster than I can run.
No, he doesn't.
So Red, Final Fantasy music wise, my claim to fame is I have actually met Nobuo Uematsu. I have his autograph.
Dang.
Gotta
Because
run
we
that live.
paid for the meet and greet at the Final Fantasy Distant Worlds concert in Atlanta. So I have met the guy. He was cool. He was really nice.
Fuck this level.
That is one of my coolest claim to fames in life that I've met Nobuo Uematsu.
I don't know which level I hate more, this or the last level. These are
Final
two
Rush isn't that bad.
Garbo Sonic levels.
That's the only thing I have on Dan, is I don't think Dan's met him.
Fine.
But
No, I think we met him
did you met him?
because we went to that very first concert.
Okay, if you met him, then we're even. Yeah. I've been to
Okay.
Phoenix. Phoenix was a cool city. I went to the national championship game in 2010. We went to the ESPN tailgate party
Now Final Rush.
when Auburn made it. So, Auburn fan. But
So, Pokey Dude, don't forget to call time when you're on your last hit of Shadow.
stage
Yep,
16, Final Rush.
Well, it's not even the final boss, but, Or it's
Yeah.
the final
Final Rush
stage, not
is
the
last
final
Why
boss.
do you have a light? Why do you have a light under your feet, Buttface?
Reasons!
Reasons?
Reasons!
Raisins?
Kind of in the middle.
Raisins?
There's horse shit
See-
happening! Bob, there's
See, the reason I say look, okay. So the reason, like, tangent right here, the reason I love Stephen King so much is because for some weird reason, his sense of humor and my sense of humor are like this. They're like right there together. Because I swear he's got at least one book that somebody says reasons, and he has it in quotation marks, raisins.
Yes.
And every time somebody says reasons, I say raisins.
Yes, dude, it's for no reason.
Yeah, for no reason.
And now I'm
But
leaving
that's-
Earth for no reason.
But I swear, one of his books, he does that. Because he does those little, for some reason, his sense of humor, me and him are just, simpatico right there every time. I think the same thing he does. It's hilarious.
Okay. Fucking hell.
Raisins.
This
Dot
fucking
a chalk.
game. This fucking
I'm
game
gonna
every time.
reference the hell out of y'all right now. Dot a chalk, dot a chum.
Bob, I want to put this in simplest terms for you to be able to understand. Every Sonic level in this game, except the first one,
It's balls.
is that fucking level.
It's balls.
No,
They're
it's
all
that
TFL.
they're all TFL, except
Dude,
the first
that's
one.
what I've heard, Red. That's what Dan was saying. Like, look, Red and Kitty are the best characters in that 70s show.
Okay.
So I've got to watch the 90s show because look,
Okay.
Kurtwood Smith. No, Dan. Kurtwood Smith is the best thing in anything he's ever in.
Well, so what I was going to say was
He's
I
the best
actually
thing in
watched-
RoboCop. He's the best thing in Dead Poet Society. He's just that good an actor.
So I watched the first 2 episodes today on Exercise
Did you?
Bike.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
your
good that was
Peloton?
brought up. So no, I
You
don't
do
have Peloton. I have a cheap bike I bought on Amazon.
I thought you would have of all people. I thought you would have a Peloton.
No, why would I spend the money on that?
Because you're Dan. Like you've got to have the tech of tech.
No.
You don't
Peloton is
need a
Am I the
Peloton
only
tech.
Look, am I wrong here? Buttface, would you not think he was the Peloton? He would have a Peloton
I
too.
would think Dan Ring Fit Adventure would not need
I
a
do a lot of
Peloton.
Ring Fit Adventure.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you need a
Yeah.
Peloton.
I think if you look at my
Dan's not skinny these days, so
my Ring Fit Adventure stats on Switch these days, like that was probably the maximum playtime game I had on my
It's
Switch
great.
list.
I need to get back to it. I had a solid month
But-
there where I was doing it, and then I didn't for a month because.
But
life kicked
anyway,
my ass.
you're
So
like
yes, so I-
120 pounds anyway, so I don't want to hear it. Like,
So, I mean, so I put the first 2 episodes on, and at least for these first 2 episodes, I will say that for better or for worse, that 90s show is everything you like and everything you hate about that 70s show.
I don't hate anything about that 70s show though.
Well, I mean, it's been such a long time since I've watched a show with a laugh track.
Yeah, you don't watch Big Bang Theory. You never watch Big Bang Theory. See, I like Big Bang Theory. I'm sorry.
I enjoyed
Hot
Big Bang
take,
Theory
I
for
love
a
the
while,
show.
but it started getting
I don't, even to the end, I still like it. Like,
I mean,
I think the episode that really did it for me was
They go to
the-
a lot of the same wells that they've gone to in that. I mean, like I said, it is. I think they were a little too faithful of the formula of that
Okay.
70s show.
yeah.
But Kurtwood Smith, I mean, Red
It's
and
Kerwin
Kitty.
Smith, dude. He's the
Yes.
best.
I mean, Red and Kitty are. I mean, the first episode is Eric and Donna bring their daughter to Wisconsin for the 4th of July to see Grandma
Yeah.
and Grandpa, and of course everybody knows how that goes. She's like, I haven't been to Grandma and Grandpa's in such a long time, and I'm having such a good time here, and I've met a bunch of people, and I want to stay around these people, and
Now,
that's
Pokey Dude
Yeah.
blew
Look,
past this level. So
I've
please
seen
watch
the
my
clip.
stupid shit
Look,
on here.
I've seen the clip of clips. I've seen where she's like sleeping, the daughter's sleeping around, and Eric tears into her, and he goes, "No, you're not seeing him. And if you even attempt to, I'm gonna put my foot in your ass."
Yeah.
And Kurtwood Smith goes, "I have never been so proud in my life."
yes.
And that is the best scene in the history of television. So,
And the second episode is much, once
Final
they
boss
get like
battle.
all the framing and stuff out of the way.
yeah.
The second episode is, I mean, it's a lot of very standard sitcom stuff.
I don't care. Standard
So,
sitcom
well, no,
stuff's
I'm
good.
just saying that you have to set your expectations for it.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Look, I love The Ranch, and I think The Ranch is one of the best sitcoms ever made, and yet it does standard sitcom stuff a lot.
It's just,
But they talk like real people, they say fuck and all that, and it's it's Sam Elliott who's god tier and everything he's in. So I love
Fucking
it.
pull
Like
the
I get
lever!
that it's terrible. What was you? Pokey Dude, what were you going to say a minute ago? We interrupted you in the middle, and I'm really sorry about that.
what was it about Big Bang Theory?
Yeah, Big Bang Theory. Yeah.
So the episode that kind of made me kind of question the show is the one where Sheldon couldn't decide whether to get an Xbox One or a PS4. And it was like the writers clearly did not
Know
say
the
anything at all.
difference.
No one wanted an Xbox One when it came out.
Nobody wanted an Xbox.
Like he can listen to Connect as a positive for the thing. Like,
Oh yeah.
I do think that the kids that they've cast for these are all I think they're all pretty good casting choices. I mean, the group clearly has some chemistry when they're together.
Fucking just finish the level, please, dear God. Camera, why?
Has anybody watched How I Met Your Father? With
No.
Hilary Duff? Because How I Met Your Mother is probably my favorite all-time TV show in the history of TV shows. But I just can't imagine that as much as
you're
I
already
still
on
have
time
a
here, by the way. I'm about to
Oh,
do the final
Pokey
blow.
Dude's getting up on time.
Okay, as much as I still have a thing for Hilary Duff, I just can't imagine that that's more than a rip-off of How I Met Your Mother.
I mean, it's a sequel series, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's literally the sequel series, yeah, but I can't imagine that it's anything other than a ripoff.
Oh my God.
Time.
Good job, Pokey Dude.
Golf clap.
Barely. barely made it.
Buttface can do this. I believe him.
I'm only a level behind, but holy Christ.
I haven't look Big Bang Theory. I have an all-abiding love for it because I get it. I mean, I've long ago accepted the fact that they're making fun of me in
Here's
that show.
how you do this Eggman boss.
And the
Pokey
problem
Dude, by
is
the
that
way.
I've
What's that?
known.
No.
And
Here's
the
how you
problem
do
with
the
Big
Eggman
Bang.
boss.
Okay. And the problem with Big Bang Theory is I've known physicists and engineers, and everybody in that show is way too high functioning to be a mechanical engineer and a theoretical physicist, because none of them are anywhere near as high functioning as they are.
Wasn't far enough away. Got a little too.
I deal
close.
with engineers on a daily basis because of work, and like none of them are that high functioning.
Nope,
I mean,
I died.
I guess technically speaking, I'm a software engineer,
Try
but
this again.
yeah.
We'll try
I'm a
this
liberal
again.
arts. I'm a liberal arts major that somehow ended up in the IT field. We're still only at an hour 30 stream time, so you're right in the normal time, but basically.
See, look, totally was able to avoid the laser. You just
Yeah,
have to be
Dr.
far enough
Eggman.
away.
So
Dead.
what is the canon between Robotnik and Eggman?
Okay,
It's
so
same
as of
person.
Sonic Adventure 1, the lore is that Robotnik is his actual birth name, and Eggman is a nickname that
Because he's
Sonic
shaped like
friends
an
call
egg.
him, and then he decided to embrace it.
Yeah.
Can you explain to me why Eggman has a grandfather in this universe if Sonic technically came here
Red.
from Mobius? Or are we...
Well,
did we
no,
retcon them? But
there's no
then, there we go.
Mobius.
Dad
That was a
just
part of it.
fell
That was a,
off the stage. That's cool.
that's a mistranslation of like an old interview or something. Sonic was always
Yeah.
lived on Earth.
Okay. Red.
Mobius is only in the comics, I think.
Red Silver's like the mistake that you could the worst mistake you could possibly make is to mention to me, Bob, either the prequels or the Disney sequel trilogies. Because if you do that, you're gonna create a level of hate and a level of hot takes
fucking
that you're
Christ,
never
this
gonna come
goddamn
back
level.
from. Okay? Like it's gonna be bad, I'm just telling you.
Hey, man. Episode
There
8.
goes Sonic.
Episode 8 is pretty good.
You were a Ryan Johnson simp. I forgive
am.
you for the. I forgive you for that.
I've
but
been a Ryan
that's just what
Johnson
you are.
simp since the original Brick.
I mean,
So,
say what you
here's
will,
the
at least,
thing.
even if you don't like it, you have to admit that they at least tried something.
Fuck,
with
They
the
did
last
something
one.
different. Yeah, look,
7
Budface.
ways from
Here it is. I forget that Johnson did Brick because he pissed
I
me
still
off.
gotta watch Glass Onion.
His shit that he said, his shit that he said about episode 8 pissed me off to the point that I wrote him off as a human being.
Look, man.
But despite that fact, I remember loving Brick. I remember that being one of the best movies I've ever watched.
I can forgive you.
I love Brick.
for liking.
Like that was a Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I loved that movie.
I can
I
forgive
did
you
not
for
know
being
that was Ryan
a
Johnson.
for being a Star Wars fan. Like, you know,
Yeah.
we all like our own things.
We do. I grew up a Star Wars fan, dude. Buttface, I was born in 1983. That's the year Return of the Jedi came out.
Yeah.
Like, I could not be anything but a Star Wars fan. Now, of Star things, Star Trek is superior, but
Never seen a single
They
goddamn
scratched two.
episode.
They
I
scratched
don't
two
want to,
different
dude.
itches.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that and just let it go. So, yeah. The next generation, like,
fuck you.
like the Star Trek: The Next Generation so affected my life and my development as a human being that I can't divorce myself from it. You know, it's like,
Well, it's because Jean-Luc Picard was your space TV dad.
he was my space TV dad. He really was. But it goes even more fucked up than that because my dad is weird in the things he likes. He liked Star Trek, you know, the TOS, the original series. And so my earliest Star Trek memories are watching it with my dad, like the Gorn, you know, I can't remember the name of the episode, but you know, the one with the Gorn.
Yeah, the one with the Gorn.
Yeah. And I remember watching that with my dad. And it makes no sense that my dad would like Star Trek or would like
I'm not
sci-fi.
gonna get all the emblems, but I am gonna go get the magic hand.
Yeah, but he loved it, and some of my earliest memories are watching the original series with my dad. I mean, you know, that also includes USA used to have Lost in Space from the 1960s and The Land of the Giants. Nobody but Dan will remember that. You remember Land of the Giants, right?
Yes.
The people that were shrunk. You're the only one that will remember that. But it had Lost in Space and Land of the Giants back to back, and I loved both of those shows. Like, me and you have both outed ourselves of being like 100 years old by admitting that we know that show. Because I know Budface and Pokey Dude don't know that show, but
yeah, never heard of it.
Yeah, it was this.
Not having a good time.
No, it was this thing where like it was. Do you know Inner Space, Pokey Dude? You know with Inner Space with Martin Short and Dennis Quaid.
You might have heard the name somewhere before, but
it's where Martin Short's dying, and Dennis Quaid's this doctor that shrinks himself to microscopic proportions and goes into Dennis Quaid's body.
I've seen a parody of that on Rugrats, but
yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's the parody. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Land of the Giants is basically that. Okay. Like the scientists shrink themselves and they're in the normal human society.
Today.
I mean that's it, Dan. Right? I'm not misremembering. Yeah, I'm not misremembering. That's it. It was the 1960s TV show. You know, like Bionic, the
fuck off, Jesus.
$6 million man and Bionic Woman, that
Just
kind of
get
thing.
me to a fucking checkpoint.
Lindsay Wagner, all that.
Here's the fun thing: you can just stop on this wall and go back up.
Can you really?
This is the last one.
Oh wow.
That'd be us. What the fuck just happened?
Yeah, you can just stop on that wall to spin dash for some reason, but.
Did he just go backwards, or is he going? Did he go backwards? Or is he going the correct way?
I went back up, I come back down. But...
He's on that Canadian. He's on that Canadian delay, so it's hard to say.
So this power up is almost never useful. What you can do is
yeah,
just grab any enemy out of the air and turn them into an item that you can throw at other enemies.
Oh, okay.
It's useful in like one stage in the last story.
Yeah, like Mario 2-esque kind of shit. Doki Panic.
Oh, well, sorry, you didn't hit any checkpoints on the way down there.
This level is nothing but a constant panic attack.
So Dan, Dan, do you remember this? On USA, and I don't know what it was called, but on Saturdays, there was a horror TV show that Grandpa Munster was in. Like, he was the host of it. And it was like, it was the thing with like, there was the episode with the, you know, the magician that saws the woman in half, but he literally sawed the girl in half. Do you remember that?
Yes, let me look up what that was.
What was it called? It was Grandpa Munster was the host of it, and it was awesome.
Well, you might be thinking of, because like I'm looking through like Al Lewis's 80s IMDb credits.
Al Lewis, badass. He was a great dude. Why are you crying, Buttface? Fuck you. Be a man.
He's got like Grandpa's Monster Movies, Grandpa's Silly Scaries, Grandpa Presents.
I think it was
Grandpa's Sci-Fi Hits.
It was a horror show though. It was in the 80s. Early 80s. Al Lewis is what we're looking up. That was
because Al Lewis is.
Do you remember the 900? Do you remember the 900 number that was Al Lewis that you can talk to Grandpa? Yeah. And there was the He-Man one. You remember the He-Man one? Yeah.
So this truck has to say its turn distance behind you.
Fred Gwynn.
So if you just run into it,
I didn't know Al Lewis died in 2006.
You can push it back up the hill.
Holy shit. Look at the truck.
Dude, Yvonne DiCarlo, you know, Lily Munster.
Oh god. Do that again.
Okay.
You can actually push
Yvonne DiCarlo. Yvonne DiCarlo was a hottie of hotties. Like, can we just admit, you know, Lily Munster?
Oh, I'm gonna beat this fucking game. I can't believe I only died once in this whole fucking level.
That fucking level?
Oh, that last level is.
Why does this picture of Al Lewis on IMDb look like Ron
those
Jeremy?
grind rails are impossible to target.
He literally
or
looks
jump
like Ron
on or
Jeremy.
off of.
Like, did you look? Did you see that, Dan? Like, if you
Yes.
look at IMDb, it was like he was a clone of Ron Jeremy.
All right, Buttface, it's time for you to face off against Shadow.
You're a beta male, Sonic. The fastest hedgehogs.
Wait, why am I at 17
I
emblems?
think it was
Oh,
Super Scary Saturday, dude. Because that would be the time frame.
it feels like we show up
Yeah,
real quick.
1988. Yeah.
Was it? I mean, if it was USA, well, TBS. It said TBS Superstation.
Yeah, no.
Look at
Well, yeah,
me,
USA
just
would
following
be-
behind Shadow, not being able to do anything.
I
This
thought.
is
Well,
great.
I mean, I may be wrong. I thought it was USA that came on.
Okay,
but I
so
may be
Buttface,
wrong.
to fight Shadow, what you want to do is hang back, let him get a little bit ahead of you.
No,
And then-
Dan, do you remember?
Wait for him to
then
do
now-
his chaos
Hold on.
control. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
how to do it. It's just
Yeah,
some fucking shit is real rough.
dude, Dan. In terms of horror shows, do you remember Tales from the Dark Side?
Yeah, only vaguely.
But it was 80. It was pinnacle 80s, right? Remember, it had the negative. It would go into the negative of the house.
I haven't seen it in forever. I don't think. I mean, the title sounds familiar, but I don't remember any of the bits.
I don't. Well, I remember the thing about
you son of a
the
bitch.
statue. There was the thing with the statue of the guy, about the Olympic athlete holding a javelin, and he turns to life, and he throws the javelin in the dude's eye and kills the dude by stabbing him in the eye.
This is
Put
the
on the
ultimate.
Eggman scene for while I'm
This
waiting.
is the ultimate.
The radical left are in speedrunning.
Chaos control. Chaos control.
Am I missing a pun there, Red Silvers?
Oh, it's part of it's this meme video where someone dubbed over Shadow and Sonic, and
Because
Uh-huh.
of someone's insane Twitter rant about how speedrunning is like ruining or is exemplifying who knows what kind of values. It's ridiculous.
Well, that's fucked up because I'm a speedrunner.
That's time.
ostensibly,
We're
and-
calling it time there.
Yeah. Well, I'm a speedrunner ostensibly, and I'm
job, Buttface.
I'm hardcore libertarian.
Oh
so.
my god, I can't with
Like
this
little,
fucking
like
game.
little L libertarian, not Libertarian Party libertarian.
So,
you know what I mean.
Pokey Dude, what was your time at the end there? Or I guess Dan.
I have him at 128.49 and Buttface at
And
140.
don't tell him good job. Don't
Really,
just
140. I did that sub 2
give
hours.
Buttface shit. Don't help him
I'm
out.
surprised I did it's sub 130. But
Jesus.
Oh, I see
Yeah,
what
you
you're
guys did
saying,
really
Red.
well.
It doesn't make a lot of sense, but I get what you're saying. yeah.
Now I want to see Blau. What's Blau's time? Could we see Blau's card?
Blau's not. Hey, Blau doesn't have the guts to play with you, so his time is non-existent.
It's a very nice card. Now let's see Blau's.
Well, I think
What is it with the
everybody did a
yellow
good-
crystal right there that Tails picked up?
What? You know,
What is who
was a
is
chaos
pink hair?
emerald.
Who is pink hair red
that's
shirt
Amy
here?
the Hedgehog from Sonic
Amy the
CD.
Hedgehog. So
her name
she's
is Amy
Sonic.
Rose. She actually has a last name.
Amy Rose is Sonic's waifu, I guess.
Well,
No,
she's the
Sonic
crazy
is
girlfriend
Amy's
that chases
waifu.
him around.
Sonic. How is Sonic? Okay. You need to explain this. How is Sonic Amy's waifu?
No
Would she
further, no
be-
further
would he be-
explanation necessary.
No. And I have to understand this. Like, if you told me
So, he's
that she
obsessed
was
with
Amy's
Sonic.
husbando.
No. Amy is a Sonic
Red,
simp.
Red, what? What are you oh my god me about? What, Red? What? Are
We're
you
gonna put on Amy's theme now.
okay, she has a raise. Oh, she's the teenage. So she views Sonic as her husbando. That's what
Yeah.
you're saying.
She
Yeah.
subscribes to Sonic's OnlyFans.
Yes, she is Sonic's only.
Like, you
fan.
should look up the lyrics to Amy's theme. Like,
Amy's theme. Oh shit! I don't want to do that because I think I'm
Oh.
gonna hate myself if I do
Yeah,
that.
Bob, we forgot to mention that every character in this has their own lyric, like, theme song, and they're all definitely songs
They are songs that have music.
and lyric.
Eggman's theme is the best one. by the
Eggman's
way.
theme is the best one, but the best song in this game is Pumpkin Hill.
I mean, City Escape and Live and Learn are up there too.
No,
but-
man, Pumpkin Hill is where it's at. Pumpkin Hill is the only thing I played during all of October. Well, thanks, Pokey Dude, for having me, for racing with me, and for actually letting me, you know, try and eat your dust.
I don't know, Buttface, you were doing pretty well there for a while.
I was also screwing around a little bit.
I am surprised I was able to do this sub 2
Hear the
hours.
crash of the thunderous storm that hearkens the coming of Titan's reign. Know the Colossus shall be reborn, and the power of our region shall never be threatened again. Is that what you're talking about? I call upon the hand and from the eye of the storm. Our salvation can come at my command. Go, Rose, save everyone. From doomsday we'll be free.
See, Bob, if you keep reading those lyrics, you are going to summon something. I would highly recommend against it.
I
don't think that's the right.
I'm gonna summon Cthulhu. Some eldritch horror. Read all.
Hold on. I think you might have the wrong theme song there. Hold on.
I typed in Amy Rose thing with lyrics. Is that the wrong one?
We are, Red. We are not doing a definitive Sonic anything. For me,
so
definitive Sonic is D-.
Well, thanks for hanging out, guys. Pokey Dude, thanks for joining us.
Yep.
You're welcome
to be
to
here.
race anytime.
I'm
dude,
retiring as an
it's-
undefeated champion, but
Yeah. It's been a
if you ever
blast.
play another Sonic game, I guess, or there are some other games.
We will. Rest assured, we will do another Sonic horrible.
The theme
Sonic
song I was
game.
talking about for Amy is "My Sweet Passion."
My Sweet Passion. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Before we cut, I gotta look this up. So, My Sweet Passion.
I will try and pull that up. Where is help and options? Extra.
Oh, there it is. My Sweet Passion lyrics.
Would you like to
Nikki Grigorov. I got out my map and chose the place I wanted to go. Packed up my stuff, set out for adventure. I know that your lucky color is that cool shade of blue, Sonic. I won't mind painting myself blue for you, Blue Man Group. I guess I'm so easy to understand. I just do whatever comes to me naturally. Oh yeah. I do understand the feelings of a Persian cat. The Sphinx looks so cute, I had to shave it. He reminds me of Parsley when he's standing there alone. Makes me want to be his specialty. I guess I'm a self-centered girl, but there are nights that I have trouble going to sleep.
You also got to
Sweet,
listen to the song because the way she
you
says some of
so
these lines is.
So many things I want. Sweet, sweet, sweet. You're so sweet. I want to be a wonderful girl. I'm not simple-minded. I won't be a pearl. Oh my fucking god. It's like-
I just got to the. It is this jazzy, upbeat, big band kind of sound to it. This is stupid
oh my
as hell.
god.
Anyways, I'm gonna peace out, guys. Thanks for having me.
All right.
See you
It's
next
Oh,
week.
way past my
God.
bedtime, so I gotta go. but-
Yeah, have at it, Pokey Dude. Thanks for hanging out with us, brother.
Yeah.
See you
All
later,
right, so
guys.
see everyone.
I have pressed
All right,
the
I
button.
pushed the button.
I'm not live, so